Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with the Laredo Lemurs pregame show.
All right, Lemurs fans, welcome to the ballpark tonight. Bill Harrington along with Neil Dwyer coming to you live from Uni-Trade Stadium as we get ready for the first game of a three-game series between the Laredo Lemurs and the Amarillo ThunderHeads. Yeah, the Lemurs just faced off against the ThunderHeads up there in Amarillo. They played 3 games in Grand Prairie, then they come on home and they face off again against the Amarillo ThunderHeads. So we get to see this team a lot in a short amount of time. In fact, the Lemurs play the Amarillo ThunderHeads 10 times in the month of August. So we'll get sick of these guys by the time the season is over. The Lemurs still have games against them on the 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th before we wrap things up in the American Association. But right now, the Lemurs have them here at home on the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Wichita will be coming into town next. The Lemurs start the day with a record of 39 wins and 35 losses, currently 4 games back in the South Division. The Lemurs have won 2 games in a row, both of those coming against Grand Prairie. We're going to talk about yesterday's game here shortly. The Joplin Blasters, they're making a run in the South Division. They're at 41 and 31. They're only 1 game back behind the Wichita Wingnuts to start the day of play in the American Association. And the Wichita Wingnuts, they're in first place at a record at 43 and 31. And by the way, the Joplin Blasters also in first place for the wild card race as of right now. So pretty interesting stuff as we head down the stretch here in the American Association. So we want to quickly run over yesterday's ball game for you, let you know how things went in the Double-A with the Laredo Lemurs and the Grand Prairie Airhogs. It was another very well-pitched ball game for the Laredo Lemurs. In fact, in back-to-back days, they shut out the Grand Prairie Airhogs. And going back to the first game of the series, the Lemurs have thrown 22 straight innings without allowing a run. So they've been doing very well as of late. And that ERA just keeps dipping lower and lower and lower as we go throughout the season here with the Laredo Lemurs. They've been looking super good on the mound. So let's go over the highlights of the ball game. First of all, it was 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors for Laredo. For Grand Prairie, they had no runs on 6 hits. They made no errors. Both teams left 7 runners on. Ryan Beckman got the win for Laredo. Zach Dando, he took the loss, and John Burbia ended up picking up his 14th save of the season. So it was all pitching until the 8th inning when the Laredo Lemurs finally broke through with a Juan Silverio triple. And here's Silverio. Silverio has a hit tonight against Zach Dando. The high leg kick, the throw home, and that one swung on, hit well into right center field, and this one should get down. In fact, it's going to go all the way out to the wall, take a couple of hops, and it'll stay out there by the wall. So in right center field, as Silverio's around second, heading over to third base, he'll pull in. He has a stand-up triple. That's right, a stand-up triple for Juan Silverio. Brian Peterson after that would strike out, so that would make the first out of the inning. And then Jeudy Valdez would step up to the plate for the Lemurs. Dando throws, and it's a breaking ball swung on. Just a little blooper over the head of the second baseman. It falls into right field for a hit. Silverio is going to come in to score, and that could be the difference in the ball game right there. Yeah, well, it was the difference in the ball game. It was 1-0 at that point. The Lemurs didn't need any more runs, but they did pick up another one as we went to the 9th inning. To start off, Dennis Phipps flew out to center field. Then Devontre Richardson would earn a walk. Chris Elder would earn a walk as well. And then Dustin Geiger stepped up to the plate. At the plate, here's the pitch. He swings and grounds one over to the left side. It's through for a base hit. Coming around third base is Richardson. He's being waved home. Here comes the throw. Richardson slides in safely as the throw is cut off. 2-0 Laredo. Yeah, the Lemurs get an insurance run there with the base hit by Dustin Geiger. Geiger at the time with that base hit broke out of a little bit of a slump. So not only does he break out of a slump, he gets himself an RBI as well. So the Laredo Lemurs would see John Burbia on the mound in the bottom of the 9th inning to try to close things out for the Laredo Lemurs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air to the right side. Who's going to get this one? Geiger's into foul territory. And he's over by the first base coaching box. He'll lean back and make the catch. And that is the ball game, my friends. The Lemurs win 2-0. They take 2 out of 3 in the series against the Grand Prairie Air Hogs, and it's another shutout.
You got a big series.
Yeah, the Laredo Lemurs getting another shutout there, and they, like I said, been looking fantastic on the mound here this season, and it has been really fun to watch. If you're a fan of pitching, I highly suggest you take a look at what the Lemurs are doing, not only in the starting rotation, but the back end of the bullpen is really good. You got 3 solid bullpen guys that have been down there all season long. B.J. Hyatt, John Brebbia, Ryan Beckman, all of them really, really strong for the Laredo Lemurs. Well, today, before the ball game, we were able to sit down with manager Pete and Cavay, both myself, Neil Dwyer, and one of the reporters from KGNS was also down there. We were asking some questions to manager Pete and Cavay about not only the road trip that we just got done with, but also the series coming up with Amarillo and Wichita. Here's that interview now.
You got a big series coming up against Amarillo, Pete. You guys are coming off a 3-3 record. What are you looking for in this evening to actually help get the team a win?
Well, I mean, every game's important right now. Every game's like a playoff game. I think we're pitching pretty well and playing pretty good defense. It's going to be a matter of question is us scoring runs. And we go out and score some runs and feel like if we're in the game or we got the lead at the end of the game, we're going to win the ball game because our bullpen's been so solid and our starting pitching's been so solid. So I still feel pretty good about our offense. We got a lot of good players. They've had several guys slumping at the same time. It's baseball, so hopefully they get hot at the same time. So, we're going to have to go out and play good baseball. Play fundamentally sound baseball. Pitch well, get some key hits with people on base, and hopefully our bullpen does their job.
You lost 2 out of 3 in Amarillo, but then you followed up with 2 back-to-back shutouts in Grand Prairie. What did you feel was a turning point in that 6-game road trip for you guys?
Well, Amarillo's a tough place. I mean, there were several balls hit in that series that are routine ground balls in any other ballpark, but in that ballpark, it's hit a rock and kick right. So I don't feel like we played that poorly in Amarillo. It's a field they're used to. It's hard for our guys to play on that type of infield, and it's not an excuse. It's just the truth. So I felt like we pitched really well. I felt like we played pretty well. Other than not scoring enough runs to win ball games, we've been playing pretty good baseball.
Pete, over the last couple of days, your pitching staff has been on the money. Back-to-back shutouts. The starting pitchers have been great. The bullpen has been great. Talk a little bit about how we got from the beginning of the season to this point, where your team is, has the second lowest ERA in the American Association right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just think that our pitching staff has really gelled, and to kind of go sideways on you, if we didn't lose Garney and Hawley, I mean, who knows where we'd be right now? I got to tell you, because that was Garney might have been our best pitcher at the time when he blew his elbow up, and Hawley was our number 1. So from that standpoint, working down, I mean, I feel like this is the best bullpen I've ever had with Brebbia and BJ and De La Cruz and Willie and Beckman. Those 5 guys in there are really solid. Pollo's been doing a great job for us, coming out of the bullpen and starting for us. Lucen has really gotten a lot better as the season gone along, and I feel like our pitching staff has been our strength all year. It's funny to me is that, we swing the bat so well early in the season, and we've just kind of hit a little bump in the road, where we're not being as consistent swinging the bats. That's baseball, though. Those guys are out there working every day, working hard. They're in the cage, they're wanting to get better, and they understand they're all struggling, and, I'm trying to take the pressure off them so they can just go out there and relax and let their talent do the talking. So, but by far, our strength right now is our pitching and our defenses, by far. And I still think we're going to hit, and I'm hoping we get hot at the right time.
Pete, the rotation's had its issues lately, and then you have Cody Kendall making his first start of the year in Amarillo, and he pitched a great game. Did he exceed expectations, or were you expecting that of him?
No, it's a pretty good pedigree we got out of the Ranger organization. We knew he was really good. We knew he was really good out of the bullpen. We watched him pitch a couple times out of the bullpen. He's a 4-pitch guy. He's got 4 quality pitches, and anybody who's got 4 quality pitches can start. And he was excited about it, wanted to do it. And we're happy to have him because I think he's going to be one of the better pitchers in this league coming out of the rotation.
All right, that's Lemurs manager Pete Incaviglia. I'm Bill Harrington. He's Neil Dwyer. We're going to be right back after this.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
All right, back here on the pregame show, Bill Harrington along with Neil Dwyer. Let's go and take a look at today's pitching matchup for you. Cody Kendall's going to be taking the hill for the Laredo Lemurs today. He's going to be making his 5th appearance and his 2nd start. In fact, this is going to be the same matchup that we saw with Cody Kendall and Matt Larkins from Amarillo that we saw back up in Amarillo just last week. So Cody Kendall in that last outing against Amarillo, he ended up picking up the win, going 5 1/3. He gave up 2 runs, both earned. He gave up 7 hits. He walked a batter and struck out 5. It was a nice performance there by Cody Kendall as he's moved to 1-0 on the season with a 2.91 ERA. So he'll be making his 5th appearance here today for the Laredo Lemurs. Matt Larkins, he's going to be hitting the hill for Amarillo. Larkins with a 6-4 record this season and a 3.16 ERA through 17 ball games. All of them starts for Larkins. And like I said, his last outing as well was against the Laredo Lemurs. He took the loss that day. He went 7 innings, giving up 3 runs. 2 of them were earned. He gave up 9 hits. He walked a batter and struck out 4. So overall, a pretty good outing for both guys. But Cody Kendall was able to pick up the win. Matt Larkins ended up getting the loss. This year, Larkins is 1-1 against the Laredo Lemurs. He's got a 2.79 ERA. Cody Kendall with only 1 outing against the Amarillo ThunderHeads this season. We'll take another timeout, come back and take a look at the scoreboard, see what's on tap for tonight. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Hello, Lemurs fans. Neil Dwyer up in the booth with Bill Harrington. Let's take a look at the American Association scoreboard tonight. Some early games. Lincoln leading Kansas City in Nebraska 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Sioux Falls over Winnipeg up in Canada 2-0 in the top of the 2nd up in Winnipeg. Gary and Fargo still tied at 0-0, top of the 2nd. That game just underway. St. Paul already with an early run in Sioux City over the Explorers, bottom of the 1st in Iowa. Wichita over Grand Prairie in the first game of their doubleheader. Or rather, the first game in Kansas, they lead 1-0 in the 2nd. Rockland and Joplin, 0-0, top of the 2nd. And, of course, we're waiting for the first pitch between Laredo and Amarillo here in South Texas. That's what's going on all around the American Association. When we come back, national anthem and first pitch here on the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle del Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Starting lineups and first pitch coming your way next.
Laredo Lemurs Baseball is on the air, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Flakes, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade 40, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with all your Laredo Lemurs play-by-play action.
All right, Lemurs fans, welcome to the ball game tonight. Bill Harrington along with Neil Dwyer here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Laredo Lemurs and the Amarillo Thunderheads here tonight at the ballpark. Should be a good one here. The Lemurs trying to crawl back into the race. They're in the race, but they're just trying to get a little bit closer as we move on throughout the season here. So, leading things off for the Amarillo Thunderheads, they're going to start off with Logan Vick. He's playing left field. Dexter Kerstad, he's going to play center field. He'll bat second. Juan Martinez is the shortstop. He'll bat third. Stefan Gartrell will work as the designated hitter tonight. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Rene Leverray is playing first base and batting fifth. Geraldo Valentin will bat in the sixth spot. He'll play second. Christian Ibero will play third base, and he'll bat in the seventh spot. Corey Bass is working as the catcher tonight. He'll bat eighth. And Jordan Gaida, he'll bat into the 9 hole. And he is going to play out in right field. So there you have it. The Laredo Lemurs will be facing off against these T-heads here over the next couple of days. Your defensive lineup goes like this. Devontre Richardson over in left field for the Lemurs. Ty Morrison's playing center. Kevin Taylor's over in right. Juan Silverio playing third base. Ty Forney's at short tonight. Jehudi Valdez is the second baseman, and Dustin Geiger over there at first tonight. Brian Peterson behind the plate, and up on the hill is Cody Kendall. So Logan Vick on the left side of the batter's box, getting ready to step into the box, and we're just about ready to go here from Uni-Trade Stadium. Lemurs have 2 more homestands after this one, but the next 2 are very short ones. There's only 3-game series in each time, so the Lemurs will have one against Grand Prairie and then another one against Sioux City to end up the season. As the first pitch comes in there, it misses low. Your game time here is 7:38. And your game time temperature is a smoking hot 100 degrees here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-0. That clips the outside corner for a strike. Your umpires this evening, Matt Herrera is behind the plate. Michael Campbell over at first base, and Mike Jarbo, he is the first base umpire this evening. We got a bunch of shade down there on the field. Of course, the stadium blocking out a lot of the sun. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. A fastball on the outside corner. But there is a lot of sunshine out there on the grass in the outfield, so a lot of the infield is shaded, but a lot of the outfield grass is still splashed in sunshine. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Cody Kendall. He kicks the leg high, he throws home, and that one's smacked off the top of the plate, and it's going to go backwards and go foul. So keep the count at 1-2 strikes to Logan Vick. So Logan Vick backs out of the batter's box for a little bit. Looks like he's shaking out his hand a little bit, or at least he was. Maybe trying to get some life back into that hand after he pounded that ball off the plate. Logan Vick starting the day batting .323 for Amarillo. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. That one swung on and jammed. A jam shot over to the left side, and that one's going to fall down to the ground before Juan Silverio even has a chance to get over there. So another 1-2 pitch coming up to Logan Vick. Logan Vick, a tough customer, been one of the best players this season for the Amarillo Thunderheads. He has 85 hits in 70 games this year. He went 6 for 11 in the series against the Laredo Lemurs last week, so he was very tough on the Lemurs last time they saw him. The 1-2 delivery, breaking ball swung on and missed. There's strike 3. Logan Vick has now struck out 55 times this year, and he took a big hack right there. So Cody Kendall for the Laredo Lemurs off to a good start, getting that strikeout to start off the ball game. And then Dexter Kerstad's going to be coming up to the plate. Kerstad was batting in the 3-4 spot when we saw him in Amarillo last time. So Kerstad, big right-handed batter, new to the ball club, and he'll see a pitch. It's a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. That one just above the knee to Kerstad. And Kerstad, a big dude down there. He's from Amarillo, Texas. He makes his hometown there. 6'1", 215 pounds, and he looks bigger than that. The 0-1. That one glides across the outside corner, right at the knees again. No balls and 2 strikes. So Cody Kendall showing some sharpness here in the very beginning of the ball game. Cody Kendall on the year, he's 1-0 with a 2.91 ERA, making his 5th appearance today for the Laredo Lemurs and his 2nd start for the club. He throws again on the 0-2, a breaking ball swung on, chopped over to the shortstop. Ty Forney's there, he'll square up, throw over to first base. Geiger with the stretch, and it's in time to get the out. 2 down, and Juan Martinez, the next batter. No score in the ball game, just underway here, top of 1. We're the last game to get going here in the American Association, as always, when we start off at Uni-Trade Stadium with that 7:30 start. On Sundays, though, it's a little bit different. We start at 6 p.m. So we get the 6 p.m. start here. Into the batter's box, Juan Martinez. Here's the pitch. Martinez takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Juan Martinez starting the day batting .325. So before the ball game today, I was down in the clubhouse, talked to manager Pete Incaviglia a little bit, and asked him about the heat yesterday, the 0-1 pitch. That is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he said that might have been one of the hottest days he's ever been on a baseball field. He said it was like an oven in the dugout down there yesterday. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that was during the night game. He said the day before wasn't as bad. The 1-1 pitch misses away, a fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And I was kind of surprised by that because the Lemurs played a day game, a 2 p.m. start up in Grand Prairie for the middle game of the series on Sunday. And he didn't think it was quite as hot as it was yesterday. The 2-1 pitch swung, and that one's grounded up the third baseline. It's going to go foul as it takes a couple of hops. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, today 100 degrees here at Uni-Trade Stadium. So another hot day. But the 100 degrees here just doesn't seem quite as hot as the 100 degrees that we had up in Grand Prairie. And I think they had a little bit more humidity up there than we have down here. A little bit more dry down here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's high for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Juan Martinez. So Martinez has worked the count full. Stefan Gartrell is on deck. And the Lemurs going to be playing a lot in the heat down the stretch here. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swung on, hit in the air, out to left field, and Devontre Richardson's going to watch that one go over his head, and that is a home run. Well, look at that. Juan Martinez gets into one, sends it up and over the fence down the left field line, and that's his 8th home run of the season. And he rounds the bases, steps on the plate, and it's 1-0 Amarillo just like that. So 8 home runs for Martinez, RBI number 49 for him on the year. And Amarillo takes an early 1-0 lead. Well, here's a guy that could put a little pop behind the baseball, Stefan Gartrell, stepping into the batter's box. Since joining Amarillo, playing 50 games, he has 11 home runs. Here's the first pitch to Gartrell. He watches it go by. It misses outside. Earlier this year, Gartrell was playing with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, and he didn't have any home runs with them. It's been a short time with them, only the first quarter of the season. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung, and that's fouled off the catcher, Brian Peterson. That one might have got a little bit of Brian's arm, and then it went up and got him in the shoulder and went back to the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now just a light breeze blowing right now here at the ballpark. All 7 flags up there are out, though. Out in left center field. They usually have them all out. Today's no different. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, right field, curving away from the right fielder, Taylor. Taylor has a long way to go, and it's going to be a foul ball. It falls out of play. So it's 325 down the left field line here at the ballpark, 345 down the right field line, and all the way to straightaway center, it's 400 feet. So a big ballpark, especially to the right side, and with the way the wind blows here in this yard, it's really big to the right side. Not a lot of balls get over the fence in right field here at Uni-Trade Stadium. In fact, anywhere from left center field over is hard to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Most of the home runs here in this yard go over the left field wall. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-0 Amarillo. Gartrell in the batter's box. And Cody Kendall delivers. That one swung on and grounded softly up to the third baseman. Silverio waits for it, and now the umpire says it's a dead ball as Gartrell's doing some limping down there around home plate. So that one obviously hit him somewhere on the leg and then rolled out up to Juan Silverio at third base. So Brian Peterson's going to hand deliver a baseball up to Cody Kendall. So they'll talk things over while Stefan Gartrell does the hop down there. So Brian Peterson heading back behind the plate now. Gartrell today working as the designated hitter. Rene Leverre is on deck. Big first baseman for the Amarillo ThunderHeads. The ThunderHeads today wearing their blue tops, white numbers and letters. They have their gray pants on. The Lemurs have decided to go with their camouflage jerseys today. At the beginning of the season, I was told the camouflage jerseys were for Sunday games, but it looks like they're going to bust them out as often as they like now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's usually the pitcher's choice on what uniforms they're going to wear. So maybe Cody Kendall likes the camouflage uniforms. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now we're ready to go. Here's the pitch on the 1-2, and that one swung on, popped up. Right side in foul territory. Geiger going for it. Kendall's going for it, and Kendall makes the catch as Geiger goes sliding underneath him. A nice effort by both guys, and Cody Kendall going after it and saying, hey, this is my ball game. I'm going to go ahead and make this catch. Even if you don't get there, I will. So that'll do it for Amarillo. A home run by Juan Martinez has him up on the board here to start off the ball game. It's 1-0 Thunderheads. We're going to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
All right, let's go and get to the Lemurs starting lineup for the ball game. Ty Morrison's going to be back in the leadoff spot here tonight, so he's in center field. J.U.D. Valdez will play second base. He'll bat second. Kevin Taylor's in right field, batting third. Dennis Phipps will work as the designated hitter, working as the cleanup spot, out of the cleanup spot today. Devontre Richardson playing left field. He'll bat fifth. Dustin Geiger's the first baseman. He'll bat in the sixth spot. Batting seventh, Juan Silverio. He'll play third base. Ty Forney will bat in the 8th hole here tonight, play shortstop, and Brian Peterson will do the catching. He will bat ninth. Lemurs down by a run. A home run there with 2 down by Juan Martinez in the top of the first inning. That's the difference in the ball game right now. So here's Ty Morrison. He was on bereavement leave over the last couple of days. He had somebody in his family pass away, so he's back with the team. Good to see him back in uniform, and I hope everything's okay for him as he takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls and a strike. So Ty Morrison sees a fastball from the starting pitcher, Matt Larkins. Larkins goes right back to work. He throws the 0-1, and it is also on the outside corner. That one slightly above the knee. No balls and 2 strikes there to Ty Morrison. Matt Larkins looking into his catcher. Corey Bass back behind the plate tonight. The 0-2 swung on and fouled away. That gets up into the fence, and he'll land back down on the field. So here's the defense for the Amarillo Thunderheads. Vixen left. Kerstad over there in center. Guida playing right field. Ibarra, he's at third. Martinez is playing shortstop. Valentin, he's playing second. And Rene Leverray over at first base. Corey Bass behind the plate. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and grounded up to the second baseman. Valentin will charge. He'll grab it. He'll bobble it a little bit in his hand on the exchange, but the throw's in time to get the out. So Morrison's out 4-3, and there's 1 down, and J.U.D. Valdez will be the next batter for the Laredo Lemurs. Well, if you live in Laredo and you want to see J.U.D. Valdez, he did an interview today with KGNS television, so you might be able to see that tonight on television here in Laredo. I was down there, so was Neil Dwyer, and J.U.D. Valdez came out. He did the interview in Spanish, so if you're a Spanish speaker, by all means, tune in. I believe it is the Telemundo station there that's related to KGNS here in Laredo, Texas. Here comes the pitch to J.U.D. Valdez. That one misses someplace. I'm going to guess outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 Amarillo. J.U.D. Valdez batting .277 to start the day. He's on an 8-game hitting streak right now. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. And so J.U.D. Valdez going 8 straight with getting a hit. He's 10 for 31 in that time, and he's batting .322 in that span. So overall a .277 average, but over the last 8 ball games batting .322. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Larkin shaking off Bass a couple of times. Now he decides on a pitch. And the 1-1 swung on and a soft liner over to the right side. It's going to be a foul ball by about a yard. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to J.U.D. Valdez. Valdez in the Grand Prairie series, he ended up picking up 5 hits. 5 hits and 13 at-bats in that series, so he had a good series there. When he started off this 8-game hitting streak, he was on August 2nd against Sioux Falls, and before that, he was in a little bit of a slide. He wasn't hitting too well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But ever since then, manager Pete Cavilla gave him a couple of days off, and he's come roaring back for the Laredo Lemurs. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, it's odd. Players like to play every day. They like to be out there and have that everyday opportunity. But even in a 100-game season, you still need a day off here and there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung in a ground ball. 1 hopped right back to Larkins. He grabs it. He'll square up and throw lightly over to first base. And J.U.D. Valdez is retired 1-3. 2 down. Kevin Taylor will get a chance to come to the plate now for the Laredo Lemurs. Here's another guy that's hitting the ball well as of right now. Kevin Taylor's going to one-up J.U.D. Valdez and say, J.U.D., you have an 8-game hitting streak. I have a 10-game hitting streak. I don't think Taylor would say that himself. He seems to be a pretty quiet guy, but I'll say it for him. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball low and outside. Yeah, so Taylor on a 10-game hitting streak. He's 17 for 34 in that span. So batting .500. He's got 3 doubles, 2 homers, 6 runs scored, and 6 RBIs over that time. Here's the 1-0. Swung and a slasher over to the left side. He gets through the infield for a base hit. Kevin Taylor has a single. Make it 11 straight games with a hit now for Kevin Taylor. Dennis Phipps coming up to the plate. I saw, besides one friendly face in the Amarillo clubhouse today, I saw another friendly face down in the Amarillo clubhouse. I was kind of surprised to see Tyler Pearson. He was recently in here with the Sioux Falls Canaries, and he was apparently released from Sioux Falls, and now the Amarillo ThunderHeads have picked him up. So Ty Pearson, a former member of the Laredo Lemurs for a couple of seasons, is now with Amarillo. So Mark Haynes and Tyler Pearson over there with Amarillo. Here's the pitch to Dennis Phipps. And that's a changeup. Swung on and missed by Dennis Phipps. Phipps way out in front of that one. Well, Dennis will get plenty of breaking balls to deal with here. A lot of guys will throw breaking balls up to Phipps because he likes to swing at those. Unfortunately for Dennis, he's usually a little bit out front. Fastball is his thing. No balls and a strike. Taylor over at first base. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a fastball, and that time Dennis Phipps was a little bit behind it. So 0-2 now to the big guy, Dennis Phipps. So you saw him walk around the batter's box there, or if you weren't, I'll tell you, he walked around the batter's box. And you can tell he was thinking a little bit of what might be coming next. No balls and 2 strikes. Dennis starts the day batting .319. He's in a little bit of a slide right now. Here's the 0-2. Fastball away. He's 0 for his last 13. That's over the last 4 games, and he's got 3 strikeouts in that time. So he's putting the ball in play for the most part. Just not getting any luck on having the ball fall to the ground. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Taylor with a bigger lead than he had during the last pitch. And now Larkins with a long hold. And the pitch. That is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Phipps. I don't think Matt Larkins wants to fall behind. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Phipps, so he's going to have to try to come in here on the 2-2 pitch, and Dennis Phipps probably knows that. And he's going to be ready to rock and roll on this one. Phipps playing in his 75th game of the year. Here's the delivery. Swung on and fouled back. Another fastball there by Larkins. So the count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Dennis Phipps has gone over the mark that he played with the Lemurs last year. Last year he was played 66 games with the Laredo Lemurs. So he joined the team about a third of the way through. Here's the 2-2 delivery. That one is inside for a ball, so Larkins will have to throw a 3-2 pitch with 2 down. Kevin Taylor will be on the move with the pitch here. So Phipps all the way in the very back of the batter's box. He has a wide stance. Wears number 55 on his back. Has a little sway, and now timeout's going to be called at the plate. believe that was called by the catcher, Corey Bass. So a 3-2 pitch with 2 down. Lemurs down by a run. Here's the delivery, swung on and fouled away. We'll see another pitch. Larkin's throwing a fastball on that one. Yeah, so last year for Phipps, through 66 games, he hit .335 for Laredo. He put up 15 home runs in that time. He had 15 doubles as well. He's got 18 doubles this year and 8 home runs. And the 3-2 pitch again, swung on and hit in the air. Right side, just out of the infield. Going over is the second baseman, Valentin. Valentin now will reach over and make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Laredo Lemurs. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're going to go to the top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Amarillo.
Hey fans, every Monday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is Margarita Monday. Come on out to the ballpark and cool off with an ice-cold margarita for only $2. But please do not drink them too fast. You might get a brain freeze. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS. Check us out at LaredoLemurs.com.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
1-0 Amarillo. Here we go into the top of the second inning. Rene Leverett leading things off. It'll be followed up by Geraldo Valentin, and then Christian Ibarra will come up to the plate. So 1 hit for each club. The Amarillo hit was a big hit off the bat of Juan Martinez, a solo home run over the left field wall here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch from Kendall, and Leverett gets into it, but fouls it well back. That's going to get up and over the ballpark. So no 1 count to Rene Leverett. Leverett batting .278 on the season. He's 6'2", 280 pounds. No balls and 1 strike. Cody Kendall into the full windup. And the pitch swung on and another pop-up. This one's going to get barely out of play. About 5 rows back here at Uni-Trade Stadium. So quickly 0-2 to Rene Leverett. Leverett on the season with 9 home runs. He's got 13 doubles on the year. And he has picked up 75 base hits. So Cody Kendall puts his right foot in the middle of the rubber, places his hands down by his waist, takes a deep breath, and he'll get ready to wind up. Here it comes, and the 0-2. Ooh, high and tight there. Look out, Rene Leverett. Rene had his tower buzz that time. That is never fun. I can't imagine that being a good time. Supposed to be having fun playing baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leverett spent 2006 through 2009 in the Minnesota Twins organization. He reached up to high A ball with the Fort Myers Miracle. The 1-2. Swung on and a 1 hopper. Oh, no, it gets by the pitcher. And behind him is Ty Forney. He'll make the play, and he'll throw it over to first base. So we'll ground out to the shortstop. I'm not quite sure if Kendall got a piece of that or not. The ball wasn't hit all that hard anyway. So a 6-3 put out. There's 1 down, and Geraldo Valentin coming up to the plate. 1-0 Amarillo. So Valentin batting .279 as he steps into the batter's box. He wears a big number 23 on his back. In fact, all of those Amarillo jerseys, they have really big numbers. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. A fastball there. That was just a little bit above the letters, and Valentin couldn't lay off of it. Valentin went to Southern Arkansas University. He returns for his second season in the Amarillo Thunderhead uniform. No balls and a strike. And the pitch, swung in a liner into left field. A base hit there from Valentin. He throws his bat off to the right. He'll go in round the bag at first base, pull up there for a base hit. So Valentin with his 79th hit of the season. And that's a runner at first base now for Amarillo. Christian Ibarra coming up to the plate. So the first baseman, the second baseman, and the third baseman, all one right after another here in the batting order, with Ibarra coming up to the plate. Ibarra is the third baseman. Well, Mike Myers immediately out of the dugout. Obviously, he sees something here, even though Cody Kendall doesn't seem to be doing all that badly. He's only given up 2 base hits, and one of them just happened to be a long ball, but a quick visit here by Mike Meyer. So I'd like to hear what this one's all about. Mike Meyer, a very deep-thinking pitching coach for the Laredo Lemurs. He's got these guys nailed down out there. He really knows his stuff, and he's fun to talk to if you ever get a chance to sit down with him and have a conversation about pitching. It's really a joy because he is so intricate in his details. So he'll head back into the dugout after he just breaks things down for Cody Kendall. And Ibarra is going to be coming up to the plate. Christian Ibarra, 5'7", 190 pounds. He went to LSU. He's out of California when he lived in Sully, California. He was 3 for 9 in the last series against the Lemurs, raised his batting average 14 points in that series. He went up from 208 to 222. 1-0 Amarillo, a runner at first base, and 1 out. The pitch swung and a ground ball over to the left side. That's going to slip through for a base hit as well. So Valentin moves up. Ibarra goes to first base. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back base hits. So the Lemurs are going to be looking for a double play ball to try to get themselves out of this inning. Corey Bass coming up to the plate. Corey Bass, the catcher. One of 2 catchers. In fact, Jordan Gaida is the other catcher. He's in the lineup, and he's going to be on deck. Jordan Gaida tonight playing out in right field for Amarillo. 1-0 Thunderheads. So Bass out of Orlando, Florida, 5'9", 195 pounds. Batting .244 on the year. And he swings at the first pitch, hits a double hopper over to Forney at short. Forney flips to Valdez. Valdez back over to first base. It's not going to be in time. Lemurs were close to turning the double play. Valentin moves up to third. Ibarra's out at second base on the 6-4 putout. But Corey Bass reaches on the fielder's choice, and Jordan Gaida coming up to the plate. So runners at the corners for Gaida. Now Brian Peterson going to step out in front of home plate. He's going to go through a set of signs for his defense, making sure he has everyone's attention before he starts the signs. Gaida on the year, batting .222. He was playing with the Winnipeg Goldeyes last season, over the last couple of years, in fact. Gaida out of Glendale, Arizona. He went to Tennessee Wesleyan University. He wears his blue socks all the way up to his knees. He swings a red-coated bat as he sees a fastball that misses low and outside. In fact, as I look closer, it's a two-tone colored bat down there for Gaida. It's red on top and ash-colored on the bottom. It's a very bright bat. It kind of just hits you in the face with all of its color. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Swung in a liner into left field. Richardson breaks back. Now he comes in. The ball's going to fall to the ground. A run's going to come in to score. That's Valentin crossing the plate. And back. 3 base hits here in the inning. And Jordan Gaida with a single and an RBI. So it's 2-0 now in favor of Amarillo. They have 2 runs on 4 hits in the ball game. And we go up to the top of the order for Logan Vick. So a tough customer coming up to the plate. So Cody Kendall has to really bear down here, because Logan Vick's one of those guys that gets on base a lot. Now Brian Peterson out from behind home plate. He's going to go talk things over with Kendall. Cody Kendall was drafted by the Rangers in the 8th round back in 2012. He was drafted out of California State University, Fresno. And he started with the Rangers organization in low A ball. He is with their Spokane affiliate at the time. He also played for the Hickory Crawdads, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, the Frisco Rough Riders, and the Round Rock Express. Round Rock's a AAA club. 2-0 Thunderheads. So Kendall out of the stretch, runners at first and second base, and a 2-0 score for Amarillo. Logan Vick with an open stance. He's got 27 RBIs on the year. Kendall, he delivers a fastball away. Logan Vick currently third in the league with 33 stolen bases. The leader is the Joplin Blasters' Michael Gonzalez. He's their shortstop. And he's tied with teammate Rene Leverett and the Laredo Lemurs' Dennis Phipps with 74 games played. Here's the 1-0. Changeup. That's called a strike right at the letters on the outside part of the plate. So that'll even up the count at 1 strike to Logan Vick. Vick was drafted by the Cleveland Indians back in 2012. Kendall brings his hands together, sets down low by the belt. And he throws the 1-1 here. Swung on a ground ball over to the right side. Jeudy Valdez waits for it. He'll clean it up and throw over to first base, and that'll be the third and final out here in the top of the second inning. But for the Thunderheads, they pick up 1 run on 3 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Lemurs down 2-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Devontre Richardson steps into the batter's box and takes a strike. 2-0 Amarillo. It's Richardson, Geiger, and Silverio for the Lemurs here in the bottom of the second inning. A changeup misses low and outside. So Devontre Richardson starting the day batting .323 for the Laredo Lemurs. He went 0 for 3 yesterday in the ball game against the Grand Prairie Air Hogs. Overall, he picked up 1 hit in that series. As he takes a look here and it misses low. He went 1 for 6 in the series. He didn't play in the first series until the very end of the ball game where he made a pinch running appearance as the Lemurs were down by a run. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. That one misses away. 3 balls and a strike now to Devontre. Devontre on the season with 12 walks. He has 254 at bats, so not a lot of walks for Devontre. But a nice batting average at .323. Here's the 3-1. Change up. That's called a strike. That one nibbles on the outside corner. So now full count to Devontre Richardson. Devontre here at home does very well, batting .356. The pitch swung on, and that's fouled away. Another change up there from Larkins. Yeah, .356 batting average here at Uni-Trade Stadium. And he hits righties as equally as he hits lefties. A .325 batting average on each side. Remember earlier this year, Richardson had a 21-game hitting streak. That's the longest in the league this season. So a pretty nice number there for Devontre. 3-2 pitch coming up. Larkin shakes his head yes. He toes that rubber. He deals home, and it's swung in a ground ball over to the left side. Charging the third baseman, Ibarra. He'll sling it sidearm over to first base, and it's right on the money. Good throw there by Ibarra. And there's one down. Dustin Geiger, the next batter. Justin Geiger yesterday picked up a base hit in his last at bat and broke out of a slump. So it was good to see Geiger coming through for the Laredo Lemurs. Yeah, he was 0 for 19 at the time when he got that base hit. 0 for his last 19, I should say. When he got that base hit, he also picked up an RBI with that base hit. And came in the 9th inning for the Laredo Lemurs, so they got a little bit of a cushion with that RBI as they went on to win yesterday 2-0. 2-0 here. Amarillo, the pitch. Swung in a ground ball up the middle. Ranging for it. Martinez. He'll glove it. He'll throw it, and it's going to be in time to get Geiger out. So a 6-3 put out there, and there's 2 down, and Juan Silverio will be the batter. So Geiger didn't wait around very long there, swinging at the first pitch. Here's Juan Silverio. Sure-handed third baseman for the Laredo Lemurs. Silverio batting .251. He broke out of an 0 for 22 slump when he hit in the 4th inning yesterday. Here's the first pitch to Silverio. That's taken for a strike. So some of the Lemurs just in slumps right now. Guys trying to break out of it, trying to shake things up. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. That one misses away. So evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 Amarillo. Amarillo gets a run in the first. They get another run in the 2nd inning. Matt Larkins deals home. Changeup swung on, hit well into left field. This one has a chance to get out of the ballpark. It is going to be a home run. Juan Silverio hits a liner over the left field wall. Had to make sure it was going to be a fair ball, so we were taking a look at the umpires, but Silverio rounding the bases with a home run. The Lemurs are now down 2-1. So Silverio flexes his muscles. His 8th home run of the season, his 41st RBI. Look at him go. He did get 2 base hits yesterday after he broke out of that slide when he was on that 0 for 22 slump. He ended up with 2 hits yesterday. Gets a base hit in his first at bat here tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. And that's going to bring up Ty Forney, the number 8 hitter in the order. 2-1 Amarillo. The pitch is low. Good to see Ty Forney getting some playing time here as the Lemurs get ready for the last 25 games of the season. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball away. Ty Forney batting .167 on the year. He did pick up 3 hits in the Amarillo series. In fact, he went 3 for 13. Here's the pitch, and that is low and away. 3 balls and no strikes to Forney. Forney in the last game yesterday ended up going 0 for 4 with 1 strikeout. So he's looking for a walk maybe here. He's got a 3-0 count against him. Larkins kicks high, he throws home, and that's a fastball on the inside part of the plate. So right at the thigh, nicely placed there by Matt Larkins. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Lemurs are down by a run. And the pitch on the 3-1. Swung and a chopper up to the third baseman. Ibarra with a little bit of a scoop. He'll do a little hop as well, throw on the run, and make the throw right on the money again. The guy's got a good arm. A 5-3 put out there. And that's the 3rd out, but the Lemurs strike. A home run by Juan Silverio, his 8th of the season. It's a 2-1 ball game. Amarillo's in the lead. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
3, 2, 1. Number one. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
All right, Cody Kendall back up on the mound for the Laredo Lemurs. It's 2-1 Amarillo, and into the box is Dexter Kerstad. Kerstad swings at the first pitch, lines it into left field. Devontre Richardson almost overruns it. In fact, the ball is on the ground, rolling around out there. Richardson finally gets to it, and that's going to be a double for Dexter Kerstad. I believe Richardson got a piece of that baseball somehow, but nonetheless, a double for Kerstad. And Devontre was on the run, and I believe he overran the ball. He tried to reach back and make the catch, but it got by him and ended up hitting the wall, but I believe he might have touched the baseball a little bit. So nonetheless, Amarillo with a leadoff double for Dexter Kerstad, and Juan Martinez coming up to the plate. We saw what Juan Martinez can do in his last at-bat. He homered. It was a solo home run. He was the first run up on the board for Amarillo tonight. Cody Kendall out of the stretch, fires home, and this one's lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Kerstad's going to go to third base. He's being waved home. Here comes the throw from Morrison, and it's going to be a little bit offline. Sliding home is Kerstad, and that's going to make it a 3-1 ball game in favor of Amarillo. So Juan Martinez with 2 base hits in the ball game. And it's a 3-1 score. So Cody Kendall heading back up to the pitcher's mound. Well, definitely the ball out there to Devontre Richardson was catchable. It was on the line, and like I said, he overran the baseball and had to reach back and try to get to it. The question is, did he actually touch the ball or not? And we're still not quite sure about that. Nonetheless, no errors up on the board here at the ballpark, and here's Stefan Gartrell, a runner at first base and nobody out. The pitch, high for a ball. Cody Kendall reached back on that one, trying to throw the fastball, and it just kind of got away from him. So 1 ball and no strikes. Big man in the batter's box, Stefan Gartrell. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped up, right side. Second baseman Valdez going into shallow right center. He'll make the catch with about a foot or two out of the grass. So 1 down, and Rene Leverett coming up to the plate. 3-1 Amarillo.
Up next for the ThunderHeads, first baseman for 39.
So Leverett taking a look down at the third base coach. That's also the manager for Amarillo, Bobby Brown down there. They also have a Lance Brown in the clubhouse as well. Lance Brown, Bobby Brown, and earlier this year they had a Joseph Brown. None of them related, but all last name of Brown. And the delivery to Rene Leverett. That's taken for a strike, a fastball on the outside corner, pegged at the knee. So 0-1 count to Rene. Rene in his first at bat, grounded out to the shortstop. Rene Leverett from the Caribbean. That's where he makes his hometown. And a big lead over there at first base for Juan Martinez, and a breaking ball's in the dirt. Peterson blocks it, looks down at first base, and calls timeout. He's going to get a brand new baseball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Amarillo will be in town for the next 2 days. All 7:30 starts here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Then a very big series for the Laredo Lemurs coming up after that. In fact, the Lemurs still have 6 games this year against the Wichita Wingnuts, a team they're fighting for in the South Division. Lemurs have played well against the Wichita club this year, and we'll see if they can match up again here in this series coming up, starting on Friday. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Low for a ball. So Cody Kendall out there doing his due diligence, doing his job for the Laredo Lemurs. Told you earlier he was with the Texas Rangers organization. making stops in Hickory, Myrtle Beach, Frisco, and Round Rock. Round Rock is here in Texas. 2 balls and 1 strike. Round Rock is north of Austin, I believe. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball inside. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now to Rene Leverret. Cody Kendall makes his hometown in Clovis, California. He went to Fresno State University. He's making his second start here tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. So Kendall ready to throw. The runner goes from first. The pitch is swung on, hit well into left field. Richardson coming on. He'll reach out, make the catch. Martinez has to go back to the bag. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be a double play. Richardson with the throw right on the money from left field. And a double play turn by the Lemurs. And for some reason, Juan Martinez was pointing out to left field. And now Bobby Brown out there talking to the third base umpire. And I'm wondering why. Maybe there was some sort of obstruction there by the Lemurs defense that did not allow Martinez to get back. So they're showing it on the replay here. And one heck of a throw by Devontre Richardson. And Martinez does not get back as you see the replay. That's the only thing I could possibly think of is that the second baseman or shortstop got in the way of Martinez trying to go back to the bag at first after he touched the bag at second. So it doesn't look like Amarillo is going to win this battle, and Bobby Brown's going to stay out there. While they do that, we'll do this. We'll take a timeout. It's 3-1 Amarillo.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
We're entering the bottom of the third inning brought to you by Mom. Be sure to stop by any Mom location today and find some of their unique flavors.
All right, Brian Peterson going to start it off for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs down 3-1 in the ball game. 3 runs on 6 hits for Amarillo, 1 run on 2 hits for the Laredo Lemurs. The argument between Bobby Brown and the third base umpire, Mike Jarbo, continued for a little bit after we went to the break, but it didn't last too long after that. Brian Peterson digging in. Peterson batting .252 to start the day. He went 1 for 11 in the Grand Prairie series. Here's the pitch from Larkins, and that is a fastball that misses high. So Brian Peterson, 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. In fact, picking up that 1 hit against the Grand Prairie Airhogs. It was a sunshine ball out there as the next pitch comes inside on the hands to Peterson. Yeah, that middle game of the series, there was a couple of sunshine balls that ended up getting to the eyes of the outfielders, and the ball ended up falling to the ground. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Change up, called the strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Brian Peterson. Peterson back in 2013 with the Lemurs hit .289. Last year with Grand Prairie hit .235. We're trying to match batting averages here. It's been in a little bit of a slide as of late for the Lemurs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses low. A fastball there from Larkins. So a little bit about Matt Larkins. He's from Corona, California. He went to UC Riverside when he went to college. He's in his 3rd year with the Amarillo ThunderHeads. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's called a strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In fact, he was with the Amarillo Sox. Now they're called the Amarillo ThunderHeads. So they just changed their name. Pretty much a lot of the same faces back there in Amarillo. So they just wanted a a new uniform to go with. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung in a ground ball up the middle. Gonna be ranging for is the second baseman and shortstop. It gets by both of them. A seeing eye single there for Brian Peterson. Just a slow roller that was placed perfectly. And neither the second baseman or shortstop can get to it. Peterson picking up his 29th hit of the year for the Laredo Lemurs. And we go up to the top of the order now for Ty Morrison. Lemurs down by 2. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Ty Morrison into the left-handed batter's box. He's ready to rock and roll. Peterson with a conservative lead over at first base, but Mark Larkins is going to throw over there anyway. Geez, when was the last time Brian Peterson tried to steal a base? I believe Peterson's dealing with a hamstring injury right now. He's probably not going to be trying to run anytime soon, at least trying to steal a bag. So Larkins holds the baseball in his right hand. Now he'll bring his hands together as he stares down and gets the sign from the catcher. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown by Morrison. He pulled back as the ball misses outside. A fastball away. Larkins last year was an all-star in the American Association. And before he played in Amarillo, he spent 2012 with the Abilene Prairie Dogs. That was in the North American League, also known as the United League. Here's the 1-0. That one misses away. I was always confused by that. The North American League, also called the United League, I believe the Texas part, or this part of the United League, or this area here in Texas. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you get the point. The Texas part of the Northern League was called the United League. Yeah, I know, it was confusing. The 2-0 pitch, swung on a liner into right field, a base hit. Peterson will go up to second base. Runners at first and second now for the Laredo Lemurs. So Ty Morrison picks up a base hit. That's his first in the ball game. But Matt Larkins, I'm sure, ran into Bobby Brown, his manager, back in Abilene, because Bobby Brown managed that club back in 2012. The Abilene Prairie Dogs didn't last too long. I don't even know if they made it through a full season there in Abilene. I believe they were playing at a college stadium there in Abilene, and about a third of the way through the season, the team ended up going under, maybe even more than that. They might have played more than a third, but I remember they didn't last too long. No baseball being played in the United League this year at all, or the North American League for that matter. The corners are playing in. Runners at first and second base, and nobody out for the Lemurs. Jody Valdez into the batter's box. So the Lemurs threatening here. They're down 3-1. The pitch is a fastball that misses. Oh, excuse me, a strike from the umpire. So their ball is in a strike. So that time Matt Larkins gets the call. So the opposite of what I said. It's an 0-1 count. Both Leveray and the third baseman Ibarra well in on the grass. They're both expecting bunt. Here's the pitch, and that one's taken high. Well, after the first two pitches, both Ibarra and Leveray have to be a little bit nervous because Valdez hasn't shown bunt at all. And if any of those guys get a ball smoked at them, it's not going to be a pleasant sight. Leveray has backed up about 3 feet since that last pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Larkins kicks and throws, and that one's swung on, and that's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes down to Valdez. Valdez in his first at bat, he bounced back harmlessly to Matt Larkins. Lemurs down by 2. J.D. Valdez digging in down in the batter's box. I see those guys working before the ball game, trying to get the dirt pounded into the ground here so the dirt doesn't move all that much. And there goes J.D. Valdez, messing it all up. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. A nasty changeup there by Larkins, and Valdez was way out in front of that one. That'll be the first out. And Kevin Taylor coming up to the plate. Yeah, the grounds crew here at Uni-Trade Stadium, you can see them working hard all day long. The grounds crew belongs to the city of Laredo. So those guys come out here and all day long they're working on the field. A lot of times they're working on the pitcher's mound. They're working around the batter's box, making sure this field's in the best of shape. In fact, it's probably in the best shape I've seen it since working for the Laredo Lemurs. First year it was tough for the grass to take, and then it started turning yellow just because of the severe heat here in the ballpark. Here's the pitch. It's low and outside to Taylor. Second year is pretty much the same, and last year they started getting a grasp on it on how to handle this field. And this year it really looks good. Right before the beginning of the season, in fact, they tore up the infield turf, got rid of all the grass, and resodded it. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Taylor. Low for a ball. Taylor in his first at bat, he picked up a base hit. Lemurs are down by 2. On a warm night here in Laredo, Texas. So Taylor waving the bat across the plate a couple of times. He's into his crouch. Got a couple of white batting gloves on. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls it over to the left. That'll get up onto the concourse at the ballpark. So a 2-1 count now to Kevin Taylor. Runners at first and second base for the Lemurs. Kevin Taylor here at this ballpark this season, batting .368 here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Here's the pitch, swung on, and another foul ball off to the left. It says he's batting .368 here at home, and I remember him not doing so well here at Uni-Trade Stadium, so I might have inverted my stats. So I'm going to double check them for you. Sometimes I do that. I get a little dyslexic every now and then. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson with a big lead from second base. Good sized lead over there from Morrison as well. And Larkins throws home on the 2-2. Swung and a ground ball hit over to the second baseman. Valentine will flip to the shortstop for 1. Back over to first base. It is a double play. That'll do it for the Laredo Lemurs. 2 runners reach, but a double play kills the inning. We're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. Coming up to the plate will be the Amarillo ThunderHeads. Lemurs are down 3-1. And let me check on Kevin Taylor before I let you go. Kevin Taylor's home stats here at Uni-Trade Stadium. He's batting .277 here at this ballpark, so I did invert my stats. All right, we'll take a timeout. Lemurs are down by 2.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Neil Dwyer's turn to take you through the next 3 innings. Here you go, Neil.
Thank you, Bill. Down here in the desert, Neil Dwyer with you. Amarillo up on Laredo 3-1 going into the 4th inning. Amarillo scoring a run in all 3 innings, one in the first, second, and third. And Laredo getting a run in the second on the home run by Juan Silverio. That's where we are right now in the ball game. Cody Kendall's still in. Coming off a pretty good start up in Amarillo against these same Thunderheads. 5 1/3 for the win, 5 strikeouts, a walk, 7 hits, and 2 runs all earned. That was on August 6th up in Amarillo. Geraldo Valentin, Christian Ibarra, and Corey Bass, 6, 7, 8, due up in this 4th inning. First pitch from Kendall on the way, just a bit outside, and that's how we do it in the 4th inning. 1-0 to Valentin. Kendall winds, a fast worker, kicks and fires, swinging a little pop flare to the right side. Out is Forney. In is Richardson. Forney calling everybody off. He makes the catch. And 2 pitches represents the first out of the top of the 4th. Valentin having a good first 8 days of August. August 1st through 8th, he was 16 for 31 with 9 RBIs. But since then, now he's gone 1 for 9 since his last at bat on August 8th. Here's Christian Ibarra now, 0 for 1 with a base hit before getting forced out on the 6-4 play. The possible double play was broken up. Pitch on the way. Hits the inside corner, strike one. Kendall winds, kicks and fires. 0-1 to Ibarra. Swinging a little pop flare. Out is Valdez in a short right, and he makes the catch. Nice run by Valdez in a short right field, making that basket catch out there. And quickly, there are 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Now Corey Bass due up, the catcher. Corey Bass reached on a fielder's choice on a ground ball to short. Back in the second inning, beat out the possible double play. .244 hitter, 13 RBIs this season. Last year with the Clearwater Phillies, .202 hitter. Pitches a curve, low and inside, 1-0. .1-0 on the way from Kendall to Bass. That hits the outside corner on the fastball for strike one. Lemurs know all about playing teams that have 2 of their catchers in the lineup. Corey Bass and Jordan Guida, both catchers, even though Guida is playing in right. 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 2. In the series against Grand Prairie, Eric Champion would often send Michael Pear and Zane Chavez both in the lineup, since really those are the 2 best hitters he had, both catchers. 1-2 on the way to Bass. Swing and a miss on a curve low and inside, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for Cody Kendall. His second strikeout of the evening. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Amarillo up 3-1. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility. Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip, sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
All right, back in Uni-Trade Stadium in the desert. Neil Dwyer with you. Bottom of the 4th, Amarillo up 3-1 over the Laredo Lemurs. Matt Larkin's back on the bump. He'll be facing the middle of the Lemurs order: Dennis Phipps, Devontre Richardson, and Dustin Geiger. Matt Larkins was the tough luck loser up in Amarillo. Pitched through 7 innings in the Lemurs' 6-3 win over the Thunderheads up in North Texas. Pitched 7 innings, down a run. Pitch on the way to Phipps. Hits the outside corner for strike 1. That's how this bottom of the inning gets started. But the bullpen for Amarillo gave it up. 3 runs to the Lemurs in the 8th represented their only win in that 3-game set with Amarillo. 0-1 on the way to Phipps. That one just misses low, evens up the count at 1. Amarillo 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and Laredo 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors, just underway in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way from Larkins. Phipps with a little pop flare on the left side. Calling everyone away is the shortstop, Juan Martinez, makes the catch. And there is one down in the bottom of the 4th. Now Devontre Richardson stepping to the plate, grounded out to third, his first time up, back in the 2nd inning. Richardson, as I said, 0 for 1. Actually 0 for his last 4. Went 0 for 3 in that game on Monday night in Grand Prairie. Pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. Actually, since his home run on Sunday afternoon, he's actually 0 for 6. Pitch on the way. Swinging a 2-hopper to the second baseman. And Valentin up with it, and he bloops it. Valentin, a rare bloop over at second base by that Amarillo infield, and just like that, it's an E4 on Geraldo Valentin. So runner on with 1 out, and up steps Dustin Geiger. Ground out to short his first time up. Geiger, a .219 hitter, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. He steps in the right-handed batter's box against Matt Larkins. 3-1, bottom of the 4th with 1 out. Pitch on the way. A little chin music there, but doesn't hit Geiger. 1-0. Geiger did get a key base hit, an RBI single in the 9th inning in that 2-0 shutout win on Monday night. But since then, as the throw to first is not in time. But really, he has been struggling since being traded to the Lemurs for Omar Bencuomo. Bencuomo getting picked up by the Twins minor league organizations. And Geiger still trying to prove his worth even with that RBI single. Runner on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Pitch on the way to Geiger, high and tight. And it's 2-0. Tonight is Pancho the mascot, the lemur, his 4th birthday, and you just saw before on the first base side, a lot of mascots actually. I counted the Texas A&M International mascot. I counted 2 tigers. A taco is the pitches a little flare to third. Ibarra over to second. 1 on a first. It is a sweep tag. He's safe. So 5-4 works, but they tried to get that around the horn double play. It pulled the first baseman Rene Leverett off the bag. He tried the sweep tag, but it did not work. And just like that, Dustin Geiger is aboard. So 5-4 force out on your scorecards for Devontre Richardson, and there are 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. Geiger reaching on a fielder's choice. 3-1 Amarillo leads, bottom of the 4th, 2 down. Runner at first base is Dustin Geiger, and the batter Juan Silverio now. Homered for the only run for the Lemurs tonight. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Well, Silverio lately has been as true and consistent with his bat as he has been in the field. Went 2 for 4 on Monday night's win, a single and a triple, and he actually scored the first of 2 runs in that ball game before homering tonight. 1-0 on the way, hits the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 Amarillo leads in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Amarillo. Laredo 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors against Matt Larkins. Geiger with a 2-step lead off first. Larkins with the long stare down behind home plate to Corey Bass. And the 1-1 on the way. Silverio with a little dribbler to third. Ibarra only has 1 play to first, and he makes the out. So 5-3 is the final out of the 4th inning. 3-1 Amarillo leads as we go to the 5th inning. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Flying comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Back with you, Neil Dwyer in Uni-Trade Stadium, top of the 5th inning. Amarillo up 3-1 over Laredo. They'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Thunderheads. Jordan Guida, Logan Vick, and Dexter Kierstad. And first up, Mr. Guida in right field. 1-for-1 with an RBI single to score Geraldo Valentin back in the second. But hasn't been too good with his bat in the past week and a half or so. First pitch from Kendall. Swinging a little pop-up on the first base side. Geiger going back near the dirt, and as he watches it go in the seats. It actually went way further as the wind took it a little bit, maybe. So 0-1, a long fly ball. That went foul. Jordan Guida 3 for 27 since a 4-for-4 day and a 12-7 win over Sioux Falls on July 26. So hasn't been too consistent with the bat, but has stayed consistent on the roster for the Thunderheads. 0-1 on the way. A little inside, 1-1. 3-1, Amarillo leads in the top of the 5th over Laredo as Kendall steps off. Fashion report for you tonight. Laredo with their beige camo uniforms, black caps, and gold bills, along with the white pants. 1-1 from Kendall. Outside in the left-handed batter's box, 2-1. Amarillo looking a little New York Mets-ish with the blue jerseys with the big white lettering and numbering, and the gray pants with the blue stirrups. Pitch on the way. Line foul along the first base side. Meanwhile, I'm in my gray t-shirt and white and black checkered shorts. And there's your fashion report for this evening. 2-1 coming up to Jordan Guida. Logan Vick and Dexter Kierstad due up later in this inning. Lemurs with back-to-back wins, back-to-back shutouts actually, outscoring the Grand Prairie Air Hogs up in Grand Prairie 8-0. 6-0 win in the heat and humidity on Sunday afternoon, and then a 2-0 win last night. 2-2 pitch from Kendall. Swinging a little flare into center field, coming over his time. Morrison, he dives and he drops the ball. It rolls into left field. Meanwhile, Guida rounds first, and he cruises into second. And that looks like it'll probably be a hit. It'll be a double there on the play. It was a tough fly ball for Ty Morrison to catch. His first game back in a couple days since coming back from bereavement leave. So now runner at second, nobody out. And the batter is Logan Vick. Logan Vick 0 for 2, struck out swinging and grounded out to second. Runner at second, nobody out, top of the 5th. Amarillo already with a 2-run lead. And the pitch on the way to Vick. Swinging a shot to right. That's going to fall in front of Kevin Taylor for a base hit. As the runner, Jordan Guida, stops at third. So runners at the corners just like that with nobody out. And the batter will be Dexter Kierstad, the local Amarillo hero. Kierstad 1 of 2 today. Grounded out to short his first time up. Then doubled and scored in the third.
At the plate is number 33, Dexter Kierstad.
Kierstad 5 of 12 in the series against Laredo last week up in Amarillo. 368 hitter in 19 games. First pitch to him from Kendall. That one's in the left-handed batter's box, 1-0, as Peterson motioning to Cody Kendall just to settle down, focused on his glove behind the plate. Runners at the corners, nobody out, top of the 5th. Amarillo up 3-1. Kendall with a long stare down of Peterson behind the plate. Guided third. There goes the runners as the pitch is popped up on the right side of the infield. Who's going to catch that one? It's going to be Ty Forney to Valdez. No, he drops it. Here comes Vick going to second. The flip to Valdez is in time, so they do make up on the play, even though Valdez dropped it. Ty Forney did a great job backing him up and then flipping the ball to second. And that's the first out, as now there's runners at the corners again after Kierstad got to first on the fielder's choice. And mark that 6-4 on your scorecards. Logan Vick forced out at second base. So Jordan Guida still the runner at third after the double to lead off this inning. And Dexter Kerstad the runner at first. So they are a double play away, Laredo is, from getting out of this jam. What was a huge, disappointing bad break as Valdez dropped that ball turned into a bit of a relief. Now Peterson going over the signs with Kendall. Now up is Juan Martinez, homered for the first Amarillo run back in the first inning. Then singled and was forced out on that bullet fired by Devontre Richardson back to Dustin Geiger over at first for the double play. Throw back to first is not in time. I almost had a play on Kerstad as he kind of deked his body about 4 or 5 steps off the bag, but he gets back in safely. Top of the fifth, Amarillo up 3-1 over Laredo. It's Jordan Guida, the runner at first, and Dexter Kerstad, the runner at first. Pitch on the way. Hits and actually misses the outside corner for ball 1. Martinez only 3 of 13 in the Laredo series last week. He's actually forced himself out of the top 10 in hitting this season. But still a .325 average. 2 pitch on the way. Gets away from Peterson. Here comes Guy to the plate. The flip to Kendall is in time. Great play by Cody Kendall to get right to the plate to get the out. It's 2-1 on your scorecards as Guy is forced out trying to get to home on the wild pitch from Kendall. So some strange 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning here. And meanwhile, among all that commotion, Dexter Kerstad moved to second. So how about that? Jordan Guida led off this inning with a double. Got to third on the Logan Vick single. As Martinez steps back into the plate. Facing Cody Kendall. 2-0 on the way to him. Swinging a pop-up. Geiger giving that one a look as that drifts away from him and into the seats. 2-1. Guida led off with the double. Got to third on the Logan Vick single. Then Dexter Kerstad popped up on the infield fly. Jeudy Valdez actually dropped that ball. Logan Vick was trying to get to second anyway after he rounded the bag and then almost tried to retreat back to first. But then Ty Forney backed up that drop. Flipped to Valdez, who was in the bag in time to get that first out. Then Juan Martinez stepped up, 2-1 to him. Low and inside, hitters count 3-1. Martinez stepped up. Kendall threw a wild pitch to Brian Peterson. That skipped away from him. He was able to recover. Cody Kendall raced to the plate. And then the flip to him was in time to get the speedy Jordan Guida out at the plate. So a strange 2 outs, but still no runs allowed with a runner at second and 2 down. 3-1 to Martinez. Swinging and a miss on a curve low and inside. Now the count is full on Juan Martinez. Fields Wire with you. 3-1. Amarillo leads Laredo in the top of the 5th inning. Kendall with the long stare down at Peterson behind the plate. Now he sets and steps off, calls timeout. This is a big pitch for him. Obviously, he wants to get through those 5 innings, as every starting pitcher does, just to try to give your bullpen a little bit of a break, even though Ryan Beckman has been unhittable as the middle reliever. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Second consecutive inning-ending strikeout for Cody Kendall. So 3 strange but perfect outs for the Laredo Lemurs. We are halfway through in Uni-Trade Stadium. Lemurs up to bat in the bottom of the 5th, down 3-1. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite's the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'd get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Neil Dwyer with you. Amarillo up 3-1. And it's really a lucky thing for the Lemurs that Amarillo's only up 3-1 after 3 crazy plays, actually really 2. The force out at second and the wild pitch, then the flip to Kendall at the plate to get Jordan Guida coming from third to home, followed by the inning-ending strikeout swinging of Juan Martinez. 8-9-1 up for the Lemurs in the bottom of the frame as Forney hits that one to center field. Going back is Kierstad, about a couple steps in front of the track, makes the catch for the first out real quick of the bottom of the 5th inning. That was Ty Forney. Brian Peterson and Ty Morrison, the other batters, due up this inning. Nice little 80s mix going on here at Uni-Trade Stadium. You hear Don't Want to Lose Your Love Tonight. Don't know the exact title of that song. I just pretty much know that line. Anyway, Brian Peterson singled and got to second back in the 3rd inning. Peterson, a .262 hitter, 1 home run and 8 RBIs. Had a tough series up in Grand Prairie, only 1 of 11 as he steps in against Matt Larkins. First pitch to Peterson in the bottom of the 5th. Down the pike, strike 1. Although he's been rough at the plate, he has been pretty good behind the plate lately. 0-1 pitch to Peterson. Just a little bit low and inside, 1-1. He's been throwing runners out trying to steal second. And then, of course, the great recovery on that wild pitch from Cody Kendall in the top of the frame. And then the flip to him. A very patient, very veteran catcher behind the plate. 6 across the board. Pitch to Peterson is a fly ball to Kierstad in center, and he can't get it. It falls in front of him for a 1-out single. So Peterson 2 for 2 on the day. And up steps Ty Morrison. Really nice to see him back in the lineup. 1 of 2. Singled in the 3rd and grounded out to second in the 1st. Hasn't played in the game since August 8th, so he really took the rest of that Grand Prairie weekend to go home and be with his family after a family member unfortunately passed away. Morrison now digging in with a runner on base. Pitch is inside, 1-0. Runner first base is Peterson, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Amarillo up 3-1, so the tying run is at the plate in the person of Ty Morrison. He has been money, though, the former Rays prospect, in the short amount of time he spent with the Lemurs. Pitch on the way to him. Hits the inside corner for strike 1. So 1-1 coming up to Ty Morrison. Bottom of the 5th. Amarillo 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Laredo 1 run on 5 hits against Matt Larkins. Pitch to Morrison on the way. Just a little bit low, 2-1. Thought that might have been right down the pike where it needed to be, but instead, Morrison ahead of Larkins in this at bat, 2-1. Peterson at first with a 1-out single. Got a 4-step lead off Rene Leverett on the bag. Throw back to first, a little weak throw just to warn him that Larkins is alert. So we'll see if this pitch he delivers to the plate. 2-1 coming up to Ty Morrison as he digs right back in there. Peterson with a couple step lead off first again. Larkin sets. Wines kicks and fires, throws to the plate. There's a little two-hopper to short. The flip to second, one, and the low throw, and that's all they'll get as Ty Morrison hustles down the first base line and gets on with the fielder's choice. So 6-4, Peterson is out at second. And now Jeudy Valdez, who dropped that little pop fly by Dexter Kerstad in the top of the frame, but made the nice recovery to get to the second base bag in time for the flip from his shortstop, Ty Forney. He's up at the plate now, 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out to the pitcher Larkins and struck out swinging in the third. Morrison, the runner at first, 2 down, bottom of the fifth. 3-8-1 for Amarillo. Laredo 1-5-0. Larkins sets. Wines kicks and fires. Pitch on the way, down the pike, strike one. Valdez 2 of 4, including the go-ahead and winning RBI single last night in Grand Prairie. Those 2 hits, both singles. Morrison with the 4-step lead off first, 2 down, bottom of the fifth. Larkins against Valdez, 0-1 coming up. And the pitch from Larkins. There goes Morrison, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is in time. Morrison out by a country mile. Nice throw by Corey Bass to get the third out of the inning. So Jeudy Valdez will have to wait another inning to get his at-bat. Meanwhile, 3-1 Amarillo going into the sixth. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo. Hey fans,
Top of the sixth inning here in Laredo in the desert, South Texas. Amarillo up 3-1 with 8 hits and an error. Laredo 1 run on 5 hits. Middle of the order due up now for Amarillo. Stefan Gartrell to lead things off, followed by Rene Levre and Geraldo Valentin. Against Cody Kendall, still in this one in the sixth inning, down 2 runs. First pitch to Gartrell, foul back to the screen, a screamer. 0-1. Gartrell 0 of 2 tonight. That's Kendall's 63rd pitch, so he's been very economic through his first 5 innings, just about averaging 12, 13 pitches per frame. Gartrell digs back in this one, facing an 0-1 from Cody Kendall, and the pitch just a little bit high. 1-1. Gartrell certainly someone that has benefited from a trade. Beginning in this year with Fargo, only batting a .250 in 23 games. Pitcher Gartrell, swing and a miss, strike 2. But since then, since getting traded to Amarillo, in 50 games, 11 home runs. He's 4th in the league, actually, with 12 home runs this year. But on the flip side, 4th in the league with 74 strikeouts. Pitch on the way, just a bit inside, 2-2. Over the past 5 games, he's also raised his average 17 points from 284, and now he's a 300 hitter, a solid 301. Pitch on the way to Gartrell. There's a little liner to Silverio at third. Nice play. Pump throws across the diamond. Makes the play. At first is Geiger. And there's one out on the 5-3. Now Rene Leveray up. 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short and flew out to left in the second and third innings, respectively. Leveray digging in against Cody Kendall. Only in the mid-60s in his pitch count in the top of the 6th inning. There's been a stalwart on the mound in his last 2 starts. Pitch on the way. Just a bit inside. Leveray had to kind of motion his body away from that pitch. 1-0. Leveray having a good August. 13 of 39. That's triple threes. 333. 1-0 on the way. There's a liner. Past first base and Geiger in the right field for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Rene Leveray. And now a runner on for Geraldo Valentin. Valentin 1 of 2 tonight. Singled and scored back in the 2nd inning. And then popped up to the shortstop Ty Forney in the 4th inning. And the pregame manager, Pete Incaviglia, showing a lot of confidence in Cody Kendall's stuff. He knows they picked a good one out of the Texas Rangers farm system. First pitch to Valentin inside. Actually hits the inside corner, says the umpire. Strike 1. Kind of fooled there as Valentin kind of deked his body away from the plate. But the acting wasn't good enough to fool the home plate umpire. So 0-1 coming up to Valentin from Kendall. Runner at first base is Leverett with 1 down. Pitch on the way to Valentin. Swinging a shot to left center field. Going back is Morrison and Richardson. Calls off Morrison in left. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down. F7 on your scorecards for Geraldo Valentin. And the batter now, Christian Ibarra, the Raging Cajun out of LSU, even though the Raging Cajuns are out of Louisiana Lafayette. Ibarra 1 of 2, singled, and then was forced out at second in the 2nd inning. And then popped up to the second baseman Valdez in the 4th inning. First pitch to him from Kendall. Down the pike, strike 1. In that series against Laredo last week, went 3 of 9 and raised his batting average 14 points from 208 to triple twos, 222. Former LSU great infielder. 0 on the way to Ibarra. Swinging a pop-up. Geiger giving that one a look, motioning toward the dugout by the fence, and watch that one go in the seats. And now quickly Ibarra behind on Kendall, 0-2. Top of the 6th inning, Amarillo up 3-1. Runner first base and Christian Ibarra facing an 0-2 pitch from Cody Kendall. Codal and the rest of his teammates in that rotation have been given the bullpen a little bit of a rest over the past few nights at home and on the road. There goes Leverett, and they have him in a pickle. Throw back to first. Is it? No, he's safe. Geiger tried the sweep tag, and they had Leverett picked off, especially with that big, slow body, and somehow he got behind Geiger's sweep tag. So it could prove costly for the Lemurs in the top of the 6th. They had enough strange outs in the top of the 5th, and certainly the baseball guys didn't want to give them another strange out in another inning. So again, the 0-2 coming to Christian Ibarra. Pitch to him coming. Swinging a little chopper foul. And the count, no, it stays fair. Actually, no, that one is foul. As the ball kind of trickled up fair, I thought maybe they were flipping a first there to try to get the out, the automatic force out. Christian Ibarra was starting to walk back toward the dugout, but instead he just kind of fouled that one off the plate. And the count stays 0-2. Runner first base, Rene Leveray with 2 out. Top of the 6th, 3-1 Amarillo leads. 3 runs on 9 hits for the Thunderheads. 1 run on 5 hits for the Laredo Lemurs. Kendall staring down Peterson behind the plate. 0-2 coming to Ibarra. Just misses the outside corner. Thought that might have been strike 3, but we'll do it again. Ibarra now at a 1-2 count. The undergraduate assistant coach for his LSU Tigers this year. Now down in Amarillo. So 1 state to the west. Leveray on first, 2 out. Top of the 6th. 1-2 coming to Ibarra. Check swing. He went, says the home plate umpire, and that'll do it in the top of the 6th. And for the third consecutive time, Cody Kendall ending his innings with a strikeout swinging. Going to the bottom of the 6th, Amarillo still up 3-1. You'll listen to Laredo Lemurs baseball.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Bottom of the 6th inning for Laredo. Two up, 2-3 and 4. J.Woody Valdez, Kevin Taylor, and Dennis Phipps. Amarillo up 3-1. Neil Dwyer with you from the desert, Uni-Trade Stadium in Laredo. Lemurs looking for their 3rd straight win. And hopefully some losses along the way by Wichita, Joplin, and Kansas City. Larkin's first pitch to Valdez. Breaking ball down the pike, strike 1. Larkins, as I said, back in Amarillo last week, the tough luck loser. Allowed 2 runs through 7 innings. Actually, 3 runs through 7 innings. But lost in the long runs. Valdez swings and misses on a curveball low and away. And I was quickly behind. 0-2. Quick look at the American Association scoreboard. Kansas City and Lincoln. Lincoln up on Kansas City 6-5 in the top of the 9th from Nebraska. Sioux Falls up in Canada playing the Gold Eyes. They're up 2-0 over Winnipeg. 0-2 coming to Valdez from Larkins. Swinging a pop-up along the first base side. Right fielder Guida giving that one a run, and he watched that one go in the seats. And Valdez still alive, 0-2. Gary South Shore and Fargo Moorhead tied 2 apiece in the top of the 8th from North Dakota. Sioux City on top of St. Paul 4-3. Those 2 juggernauts in the American Association doing battle. They're in the bottom of the 5th in Iowa. Wichita up 7-2 on Grand Prairie in Kansas, top of the 8th. Rockland Boulders come from the Can-Am League, making their American Association tour. They're up 4-2 in Joplin. Valdez fouls that one away. That game in Joplin is in the top of the 6th inning. And, of course, Amarillo on top 3-1 in South Texas. And there's your American Association scoreboard. Larkins with a pretty decent road record this season, 2-1 with a 3.03 ERA. As Valdez steps in the right-handed batter's box once again. 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss on a curveball low and away. And that's Larkin's first strikeout since the 3rd inning and only his 2nd strikeout of the evening. But he's been getting outs nonetheless. And, of course, now Kevin Taylor with his 11-game hitting streak at the plate now. And he got that hitting streak over with early in the 1st inning with a single. He also grounded into a 4-6-3 double play back in the 3rd inning. Kevin Taylor has been quietly consistent and reliable for the Lemurs this season. Pitches down the middle, especially lately with that 11-game hitting streak. 0-1 to Taylor. 3-1 Amarillo leads, bottom of the 6th here in South Texas. Larkins winds, kicks, and fires on the way. Swinging a little pop fly down the line, goes in the seats. And out KT behind 0-2. Lemurs and Thunderheads back at it again tomorrow night from Laredo at 7:30. All 3 games of this series, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7:30 first pitches. Now Taylor digging back in the left-handed batter's box against Matt Larkins. Facing an 0-2 from the righty. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Larkins, his 3rd of the evening. And 2 quick outs in the 6th inning, and up steps Dennis Phipps. Popped up to second his first time up in the 1st, then popped up to short in the 4th inning. Phipps has had a tough go at it at the plate, 0 of 13 over the last 4 games with 3 strikeouts. We'll see if he can be due for a hit right now. First pitch to him from Larkins, swinging a little chopper foul, 0-1. Thunderheads coming in 10 games under 500, 32-42. Meanwhile, the Lemurs looking to still make that playoff push. They are mathematically alive in both the South Division race and the wild card race. Although a bad series this weekend against Wichita could prove costly in the division. Pitch to him on the way. Hits the outside corner for strike 2. So now Dennis Phipps behind 0-2. Bottom of the 6th, Amarillo up 3-1 in Laredo. Larkins winds, kicks, and fires. 0-2 on the way. In the dirt, 1-2, and we do it again. Defense has barely had some move this inning with 2 swinging strikeouts of J.U.D. Valdez and Kevin Taylor. Grand Prairie defense, Christian Ibarra over at 3rd, Juan Martinez at short, Geraldo Valentin at 2nd, Rene Leveray at 1st, Corey Bass behind the plate. Vic, Kerstad, and Guided, the outfielders left to right. Swinging a little one-hopper to the shortstop. It's Martinez up with the throw, with the low throw, but the nice scoop by Leveray. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Larkins. Through 6, Amarillo up 3-1. Bill is back in the air in the 7th inning. You listen to Laredo Lemurs baseball.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMIU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMIU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMIU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamiu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is...
All right, Corey Bass coming up to the plate for Amarillo. Cody Kendall staying out there on the mound for the Laredo Lemurs. The Lemurs are down 3-1. And the first pitch. Swung and a soft little blooper out to the second baseman. J.U.D. Valdez will reach back and make the catch. So an easy out there on one pitch for the Laredo Lemurs. And coming up to the plate now is Jordan Guida. So Guida on the day. He's got a couple of base hits. Picked up a base hit in the second inning. Picked up a double in the 5th. And he was thrown out at the plate trying to come home on a wild pitch. So Brian Peterson went back to the screen on that play, threw it back to Cody Kendall covering home plate. Kendall laid down the tag, and that was the second out of the inning. Here's the pitch to Gaida. Gaida takes low and inside. So a ball and no strikes. Here's your line score for Amarillo. It's 3 runs on 9 hits. They have 1 error tonight. For Laredo, it's 1 run on 5 hits. No errors. The pitch. That one's on the outside corner, just above the belt. A fastball there from Cody Kendall. So Kendall still out there working for the Laredo Lemurs here this evening, working into the 7th inning as he tries to build up strength as a starter. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off. Yeah, Kendall, in his last start for the Lemurs, went 5 1/3 against this very same Amarillo ball club. His previous outings, all relief outings, he went 2 innings twice, and then threw a 3-inning ball game. So those were the 3 relief appearances. The 1-2 pitch, curveball stays high. So Cody Kendall trying to turn himself around from reliever to starter. Cody Kendall, throughout the Texas Rangers organization, never did start. He throws a pitch that misses high here. So that whole time when he was with the Texas Rangers organization, not one time did he get up on the mound as a starter, but he comes here to Laredo and he gets an opportunity as a starting pitcher. Here comes the 3-2 delivery. That one is off the bat, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. Now the umpire says he's going to take first base. Well, whatever it hit, it ticked it pretty good. And it popped up in the air and went back into the screen, but the home plate umpire said Jordan Gaida got hit by the pitch. So Gaida on again. That's the 3rd time he's reached base safely tonight. Of course, his other 2 times were base hits. Lemurs down by 2. And we go up to the top of the order for Logan Vick. And now Brian Peterson going to go out and talk to Cody Kendall. He's taking a nice slow stroll. Peterson with a few ideas for Cody Kendall. And that was just an odd play with Gaida getting hit by that pitch. Like I said, it looked like it hit him in the bat. It looked like it hit the very butt end of the bat. So that would have been a foul ball, but the umpire didn't see it that way. And Gaida immediately started walking up the first baseline. So maybe it did hit him. We're a little bit far away to make a call for that. So we go up to the top of the order for Logan Vick. Vick on the day, he's 1 for 3. He's got a strikeout, a ground out, and a base hit. He's got an open stance, batting from the left side. Rests that bat on his back shoulder. Now he'll bring it up as Cody Kendall's ready to throw. And a quick toss over to first base, and Gaida scampers back in. Dexter Kerstad is on deck for Amarillo. Cody Kendall sets low. He kicks, he throws, and that one is high for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes to Logan Vick. Kendall looks in and gets the sign from the catcher, Brian Peterson. So he decides on a pitch. And here it comes. A strike on the outside corner. A good fastball there from Kendall. When he first started throwing here tonight, his fastball was going in there around 88, 89 miles an hour. So it's showing up around 85 miles an hour now on the scoreboard or on the pitch tracker that we have here at the ballpark. Tells you how fast the pitch is going. The radar gun. Here's the 1-1. Low and inside, a slider there from Kendall. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Kendall also starting to slow it down on the mound a little bit. He's not bringing his pitches quite as often as he was earlier in the ball game, so it might be a sign of him getting tired out there on the mound. Of course, like I said, he hasn't been a starter in his professional ranks. So this is only his 2nd start as a pro. Here's the 2-1 delivery. A change up there. That one misses outside. Might have been a little bit high as well. Lemurs down by 2. We're in the top of the 7th inning. A slight breeze blowing right now as the toss goes over to first base. Back in safely is Jordan Gaida. So Kendall holds the ball behind his back as he looks in to get the sign. Logan Vick slowly into the batter's box. Has a little movement in the box, and Cody Kendall delivers. Swung on and fouled back. Well, the official statistician of the American Association, Point Streak, has announced that the Sioux Falls Canaries infielder Jerome Pena has been named this week's Point Streak Player of the Week for the week ending on August 9th. So that's some news for you. Pena was just in here with the Sioux Falls Canaries. Last week against the Laredo Lemurs, they were here from the 2nd through the 4th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. That's called strike 3. Logan Vick as the throw goes down to first base, and that one is a little bit late, but Logan Vick strikes out looking, and he started heading up to first base if that was ball 4, and he gets rung up by the home plate umpire. So 2 down. Lemurs down by 2 runs. Yeah, Jerome Pena ended up going 8 for 20 at the plate during the week, and it was highlighted by a 4-hit game. Now here comes manager Pete Incaviglia. Pete's going to make a move, so we're going to see a new pitcher come in for the Laredo Lemurs. Cody Kendall's night is done. He did a good job tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is. We'll take a timeout real quick and come back and tell you about it. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
3, 2, 1. Number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College right now.
All right, so Luis De La Cruz coming in to take over for the Laredo Lemurs. It's 3-1 Amarillo. We're in the top of the 7th inning. And the batter's going to be Dexter Kerstad. Kerstad with a double. That came back in the 3rd inning. He came around to score on a Juan Martinez single right after that. So runner at first base right now. There's 2 down in the inning here in the 7th as De La Cruz tries to help the Lemurs get out of the inning. And he'll throw home, and it's a fastball that misses outside. So 1 ball and no strikes. 9 hits tonight for Amarillo, 5 hits for the Laredo Lemurs. And De La Cruz, a tall drink of water out there, 6'6", 225 pounds. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung and missed, a high fastball. And the home plate umpire, I believe, said that one was tipped into the glove of Brian Peterson. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kerstad waves the bat over the plate a couple of times. Jordan Guida with a lead from first. He runs. The pitch is in the dirt. Brian Peterson has no idea where it's at. Now he finds it. He'll go back and grab it as the runner will stick at second base. So Jordan Guida with a stolen base. 2 balls and a strike. Guida stands out there on top of the bag at second. De La Cruz looking in, getting the sign. De La Cruz starts the day with a 1-2 record on the season. He's got a 4 even ERA. The 2-1 pitch. A fastball. That clubs the outside corner. That's good for a strike. 2-2 now to Kjerstad. De La Cruz pitching in his 19th game of the season. And he has not given up a run in his last 6 outings for the Laredo Lemurs. So this is a guy that we've seen get stronger and stronger as he's pitched for Laredo. Got off to a little bit of a rough start with the Lemurs. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. A nasty changeup there, and that's going to do it for Kjerstad. That'll do it for the Amarillo ThunderHeads. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Lemurs need some runs. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
They just sung happy birthday to Pancho de Lemur here at the ballpark. Pancho is 4 years old, and they're celebrating his birthday today. So here's Devontre Richardson to lead it off. Happy birthday, Pancho. Lemurs down 3-1. Devontre Richardson, he'll be followed up by Dustin Geiger and Juan Silverio. Matt Larkin stays on the mound. He kicks and throws. It's a breaking ball that misses low and away. So the Lemurs have to make up 2 runs just to tie up the ball game. And Matt Larkins has been stingy so far. He's only given up a solo home run to Juan Silverio. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one hits the outside corner. A fastball right at the knees to Devontre. Larkins out there doing a nice job today for his club. He'll go back to work. He'll throw, and it misses low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. So Larkins works on the first base side of the rubber. And he deals on the 3-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Devontre Richardson getting the green light on the 3-0. Swung right through that one. 9 hits tonight for the Amarillo ThunderHeads, 5 for the Laredo Lemurs. We'll get to the scoreboard here from around the American Association. Bringing you up to date on what's going on in the rest of the league. The pitch. Swung in a chopper up the middle, ranging for the second baseman and shortstop. It gets by the second baseman, Valentine. And that'll go into center field for a base hit. So Richardson with his first hit of the game. He reached on an error earlier in the night, an E4 back in the 4th inning. So he reaches this time on a solid base hit, and Dustin Geiger coming up to the plate. So Geiger on the day, he's 0 for 2. Geiger looking at the third base coach, Gibby Villacuellar, as he'll go through a set of signs. Big man, Dustin Geiger. He can change the face of the ball game with one swing of the bat here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Wind kind of swirling out there right now, though. Really can't tell really what direction it's going. Richardson with the lead off the bag at first. The pitch home is swung on, hit high in the air into left center field, but Logan Vick's got a beat on this one. He'll camp underneath it and make the catch. One down and Juan Silverio, the next batter. So here's the scoreboard. Kansas City wins today. They beat the Lincoln Salt Dogs 7-6, so that's a final. Gary and Fargo, they're knotted up at 2 apiece. St. Paul 3, Sioux City 4. I should say that the other way around, right? The Sioux City Explorers are up 4-3 over St. Paul. Somebody's winning streak is going to come to an end tonight between those two clubs. The St. Paul Saints are currently on a 10-game winning streak. The Sioux City Explorers are on a 13-game winning streak, and Sioux City's up 4-3. So it looks like St. Paul's winning streak may be in danger as of right now, but they're only in the 6th. Into the batter's box, Juan Silverio, runner at first and 1 out. Silverio takes a fastball. It misses low. Wichita's up 7-5 over the Grand Prairie Air Hogs. That's an important game for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs would like to see the Air Hogs win that one. Of course, Wichita leads the South Division right now. They lead the Lemurs by 4 games, and they only lead the Joplin Blasters by a game. Tell you what Joplin's doing here in a second. As the toss goes over to first base and back in safely is Devontre. Lemurs down by 2 here. Yeah, the Rockland Boulders are beating the Joplin Blasters right now 4-3. They're in the top of the 7th inning. A 1-0 delivery. Larkin sets, he throws, and it's swung in a line drive into the glove of the second baseman, Valentin. Valentin will throw quickly back over to first base. It gets by Leverett, goes all the way back to the wall, and Devontre Richardson, after touching the bag, he'll head on up to second base. So it's going to be an error there. A line drive out to the second baseman, Valentin. That'll be the second out, and an error by the second baseman on the throw. The second error of the night for the Amarillo Thunderheads, and that puts a runner at second base for the Lemurs with 2 down. Ty Forney coming up to the plate. A quick chat between that's Corey Bass, between Bass and Matt Larkins. Another final for you from the Double-A. Winnipeg beats Sioux Falls 3-2. And then you have our game here. It's 3-1 Amarillo. Bottom of 7. So Ty Forney looking for an RBI single here at least. Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball. That's a strike. Larkins trying to work through the 7th inning. Larkins has gone as deep as the 8th inning so far this year. No balls and a strike. Larkins still looking in, getting the sign. He finally decides on a pitch. And the 0-1. A strike at the letters to Ty Forney. He's looking at an 0-2 count. There's 2 down in the inning. The Lemurs have a runner at second base, so a big at bat here for Ty Forney. He needs to somehow get on base to keep this thing alive for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs haven't had a runner at second base since the 3rd inning. Now timeout's called. Brian Peterson reached on a walk, and he went up to second base. Later on a fielder's choice. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and slashed into the stands. Look out up there. Well, Ty Forney almost taking off some heads. That was a close one. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, that'll get your heart beating if you're up there in the stands, tell you that much. Now the gentleman that almost got hit, they're moving around. They're saying, let's get out of here. Let's grab some different seats. Those aren't lucky. Larkin's up to 98 pitches right now. He delivers, and it's high and away. So that's pitch number 99. Number 100's coming up next. Forney is 0 for 2. He grounded out to third, and he also flew out to center field. Larkins works slowly out on the hill. He'll set. He'll deliver. That's a changeup swung and I missed. It gets away from the catcher. Forney's taking off for first base, and it looks like he's going to get there. Richardson's going to move up to third base as well. So the Lemurs will have runners at first and third on the strikeout. 4th strikeout of the night for Larkins, but it does not pick up an out. That's always frustrating. It was a pretty nasty changeup away. And it ended up getting away from the catcher. Might have even crossed him up. He might have been looking for a totally different pitch. So here's Brian Peterson. Peterson with a base hit back in the 5th inning. Well, a base hit would come up big right now. Lemurs would score at least 1 run. We'll see if Ty Forney tries to move into action and see if he tries to steal a base. Lemurs down by 2. Bottom of the 7th inning. Things have really slowed down here. A lot of thought going into these pitches. The delivery swung on a ground ball. Hit up to the shortstop, charging the ball. Martinez throws on the run, and it's going to be in time to get Peterson out. So Peterson sees 1 pitch, and he grounds out, and that'll do it for the Lemurs. In the inning, they get no runs on a hit. There was an error and 2 left. We're going to go to the 8th inning. 3-1 in favor of Amarillo.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, breakdancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility. Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com.
All right, 3-1 Amarillo. De La Cruz staying in the ball game for the Laredo Lemurs. He's going to be facing off against Juan Martinez to start off this half inning. We're in the 8th. And the pitch from De La Cruz is a changeup swung and missed. Juan Martinez on the day. He has a home run. That was back in the 1st inning, so he helped his team jump out early. He also picked up a base hit and an RBI back in the 3rd inning, so he's been very productive here today. Here's the 0-1. Fastball swung on, and that one hits Brian Peterson, and Peterson gets knocked back to his rear end there. That one got him pretty good on the upper part of his chest. He's up quickly, though. The trainer, Jojo VRL, out of the dugout. He wants to make sure Peterson's okay, but Peterson is back up to his feet. He's going to go ahead and shake it off. So I was telling you earlier about the Sioux Falls Canaries infielder Jerome Pena earning this week's Point Streak Player of the Week honors. He was 8 for 20 with a .400 batting average at the plate during the week, and it was highlighted by a 4-hit game at one point. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. And that one's in the dirt. Peterson blocks it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pena is now batting .300 on the season. He's got 12 doubles, 4 triples, and 3 home runs. He's also collected 28 RBIs. This is his first season in independent ball. He previously spent 4 seasons with the Baltimore Orioles organization. 1 ball, 2 strikes. De La Cruz works out at the stretch the whole time. He kicks high and throws home, and that one is called strike 3. So Martinez is punched out. That's the second time he has struck out in the game. And that'll be the first out of the inning. So Gartrell will be coming up to the plate. Yeah, Pena, when he was in the Orioles organization, he played in Class A Advanced Frederick for part of 3 seasons. And he hit .288 in 2012 between 3 different teams, which was his best season as a pro, by the way. Here's the pitch to Gartrell. Gartrell takes a breaking ball and swings and misses. Wow. For Pena, before being drafted in the 38th round of 2011, he played collegiately at Texas Christian University. So there's a little bit about the Player of the Week in the American Association. We just saw them, the Sioux Falls Canaries. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. We're going to be seeing the Sioux Falls Canaries again. After this homestand, the Lemurs are heading up to Sioux Falls. Yeah, a long bus ride ahead for the Lemurs. It's only going to be, it'll be their second longest ride of the season. They went up to Fargo, North Dakota earlier this year. That was all the way back on June 5th when we started that series. Here's the 0-2 to Gartrell. Gartrell takes a big swing, and he fouls that one off. Also, the pitcher of the week has been named this week by Point Streak. He's from the Sioux City Explorers. The right-handed pitcher, Rob Wart, is named this week's Point Streak pitcher of the week. No balls and 2 strikes to Gartrell. Gartrell on the day is 0 for 3. And De La Cruz deals. And a breaking ball that stays high. Yeah, Wart pitched 6 shutout innings over the course of the week, helping the first place Explorers win in all of his appearances. His first appearance came on Monday in a 2-1 win over Grand Prairie, when he tossed 3 innings, allowed just 1 hit and 1 walk, and struck out 5. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gartrell. Now De La Cruz delivers again. A fastball swung on, and that one may got a piece of the umpire. I believe it hit him in the arm. Yeah, Wart returned to the hill on Thursday in a 4-2 win over the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. He worked 2 innings that day, allowing just 1 hit. He did not walk a batter, and he struck out 4 that day. Wart closed his week on Saturday against the Sioux Falls Canaries, working an inning. And he did not allow a run or a hit, and no walks, and struck out the side. So a couple of relief pitchers this year getting the nods for pitcher of the week. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one's in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Peterson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lemurs down 3-1. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Two balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up here from Luis De La Cruz. The tall righty. He sits out in front. He delivers. Changeup swung on and missed. Strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts. In fact, De La Cruz has struck out every batter he has faced so far. Remember, he came in the 7th inning with 2 down and got the first batter out that he faced and struck out Dexter Kerstad. Now he struck out Martinez and Gartrell. So 3 straight strikeouts for the tall guy. And Rene Leverett coming up to the plate. Leverett is 1 for 3 on the day. He picked up a base hit back in the 6th inning. So Wart overall in the season from Sioux City, the pitcher of the week I was talking about, he is now 7-3 on the year with a 2.61 ERA. He has made 30 relief appearances, and he's from St. Charles, Missouri. This is his 2nd season with Sioux City. He was 2-1 with a .97 ERA in 24 appearances back in 2014 before his contract was sold to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Rene Leverett holds the bat very high over his head and shakes it back and forth. The pitch. It's off the end of the glove of Brian Peterson. It goes over to the on-deck circle where Amarillo warms up. Lemurs down by 2. Your line score goes like this. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Amarillo. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors today for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs trying to tighten up that defense. They have 100 errors on the season. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on, and that one's dribbled foul. So 1 ball and 1 strike. New baseball put into play. De La Cruz is going to warm it up. He'll step right in the middle of the rubber. He's got his long pants on out there. It's almost like as if he's wearing slacks. Kind of flap in the wind. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the delivery. Swung on, and that one's fouled straight back. So Leverett getting a hold of a few of the pitches here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let's see if Luis De La Cruz can strike out another batter. If he strikes out Rene Leverett, he's going to strike out the side. That's always fun to see. Especially when you're on the good guy side of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the kick and the throw home. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Another changeup there, and Leverett does strike out. And De La Cruz has struck out 4 batters. He strikes out the side here in the 8th inning. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Lemurs need some runs. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball, 3-1, Amarillo.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Flying comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh. It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite is the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos. We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go. We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Bill Harrington and Neil Dwyer here back at Uni-Trade Stadium. The Lemurs are down 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and a former Lemur has taken the mound. Mark Haynes up on the hill. We saw him pitch in a couple of games against the Laredo Lemurs when we were back up there in Amarillo. Now he's going to pitch in this ball game here tonight against the Laredo Lemurs. Ty Morrison's going to lead it off for Laredo. He'll be followed up by Jeudy Valdez, and then Kevin Taylor will come up to the plate. So Haynes on the mound. A familiar sight here at Uni-Trade Stadium, but he's got a different uniform on. And the pitch to Ty Morrison. It's a little bit inside. Mark Haynes was very popular with the Laredo Lemurs players throughout his 4-year tenure here at this ballpark. So some good friends on the other side in that dugout that Mark Haynes is facing off against right now. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Fastball inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Lemurs trail by 2 runs. Their only run of the ball game was a Juan Silverio home run all the way back in the 2nd inning. They haven't had a runner go to second base since the 3rd. And the 2-0. That one is inside for a ball. Well, actually scratched that last inning. Someone made it over to third base. Devontae Richardson made it to third last inning, so when I said that last inning, it was a fact, but this inning, that's not a fact. 3 balls and no strikes. So we race. And the 3-0 delivery. Morrison takes a strike. That one's on the outside part of the plate, slightly above the belt. A fastball from Haynes. Ty Morrison nice and dirty down there. Those white pants are not going to be easy to clean. Ty Morrison, better go get some bleach. Gonna need some. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch is inside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Morrison. And that definitely helps out the Laredo Lemurs. Morrison can move as well out there, so we'll see if he tries to take off and steal a bag. Morrison with 11 stolen bases in 30 ball games with the Laredo Lemurs. Tonight's game is his 30th of the year with the ball club. So here's Jeudy Valdez. So some more news from the St. Paul Saints. Looks like they might have the record this year for the most wins in the American Association. They're doing really well as the toss goes over to first base and Morrison dives back in head first. But when all is said and done, the St. Paul Saints won't be just the top drawing team in the American Association, but they might be one of the most watched teams in all of minor league baseball this season. Yeah, their attendance has been fantastic up there in St. Paul. Haynes sets, peeks over his shoulder, and another toss to first base, and Morrison dives back in again head first. Yeah, on Monday, St. Paul had an attendance figure of 8,419 people. They have now drawn 299,093 people, all at CHS Field this year, surpassing their team record. The pitch. A fastball taken away to Jeudy Valdez. Jeudy, by the way, is 0 for 3 today. So the St. Paul Saints surpassing their own record that they set back in 2007. That was 297,834 people. So overall, just an incredible game. And that's just through 37 games at CHS Field as the next toss goes over to first base again. So they still have a lot of home games left, and I believe they're at home tonight. Let me make double sure for you. I know they're playing the Sioux City Explorers, but yeah, they're actually in Sioux City. So no home game tonight for St. Paul. So 37 total games under their belt back at home. So they play a total of 50 this season at home as the next pitch is in there for a strike. Jeudy Valdez now looking at a 1-1 count. The Saints have averaged 8,084 this season. Over 2,800 fans more per game than their next closest rival there in the American Association, the Winnipeg Goldeyes. That's a lot of people. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Haynes throws again, and that one's slashed into left field. Coming in quickly, though, is Logan Vick. Vick has to put on the brakes and leap up over his head to make the catch there. So Valdez hit it pretty well. So right at the left fielder. And that'll be the first out. Kevin Taylor coming up to the plate. So the St. Paul Saints have had over 8,000 fans 17 times this season. And that's including their last 7 home games. Well, you know, that tells me part of it is, 1, they have a beautiful ballpark, of course, and 2, they're putting up putting out a great product. They might just break, or they should break, the American Association record for wins this year. Here's the pitch to the batter, Kevin Taylor. Taylor ropes one into right field. Guided going back. He's looking up and over his head, and it goes all the way out to the warning track. On his horse is Ty Morrison. He's going to be waved in. Here comes the throw. It's going to bounce a couple of times. Morrison slides, and he's in there safely. He's around the tag somehow, and it's a double for Kevin Taylor. So Morrison scores all the way from first base on the play. The ball ended up going right over the head of Jordan Guida out there in right field. Really a tough play for him, and he had to run it down all the way at the warning track. So a double for Taylor. He picks up an RBI, and the Lemurs are down by a run. Now, a good call there from the home plate umpire not to bring up Ty Morrison, because Morrison did indeed, we just saw the replay, did indeed get his hand in there safely. Corey Bass got the ball first, but the tag wasn't made, as Ty Morrison really did a nice job of dodging the tag there by Corey Bass. Now a runner at second base and 1 out, and Dennis Phipps is into the batter's box. Phipps is 0 for 3. He's going to be facing off against Mark Haynes here. And the pitch. Curveball stays high, and that will be 1 ball and no strikes. Only 28 teams in all of minor league baseball have drawn more fans than the Saints this season. Only 8 teams have a higher average attendance figure than the Saints. All of the teams that have outdrawn the Saints this year in affiliated baseball, 16 of those teams are AAA clubs, and those are usually bigger ballparks. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. A fastball very high. So if the Saints keep on their current pace, they're going to draw more than 400,000 fans here in the year of 2015. Only 28 teams in all of minor league baseball, all affiliated teams, by the way, have drawn more than 400 fans in 2014. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out. A runner at second base and a run in for the Lemurs. It's a 3-2 ball game. Lemurs are down by a run. The pitch. Fastball swung on, crushed into left center field. This one is going, and gone! A home run for Dennis Phipps! He puts the Lemurs in the lead. Taylor touches the plate. Phipps is rounding the bases here at Uni-Trade Stadium. The Lemurs were down in the ball game to enter the inning. They have come back, and they are in the lead. Phipps with a long home run to left center. Dennis Phipps with his 9th home run of the year. RBIs number 46 and 47. And now Devontre Richardson will step into the batter's box. With 1 out, and Richardson swings and misses at a fastball. So 0-1. The Lemurs are up 4-3, just like that. Well, Phipps has really taken it to Amarillo this year. That is his 6th home run against the Amarillo ThunderHeads, and he has a total of 9 this season. Richardson swings, hits a little blooper out to center field, going out the second baseman, Valentin. Valentin will run it down. So that one's going to be caught. That'll be the 2nd out. That'll bring up Dustin Geiger for the Laredo Lemurs. Yeah, that ball crushed over the left center field wall here at Uni-Trade Stadium. It got halfway up the grass berm out there. So a big fly by the big man, Dennis Phipps. Remember, Dennis Phipps was in a little bit of a slide, even coming into that at bat. He was 0 for his last 16 over the last 5 games. Here's the pitch to Geiger. Geiger will take a fastball on the inside corner. So no balls and a strike to Dustin Geiger. And the delivery from Haynes. That one's in the dirt. 2 outs in the inning. Lemurs up 4-3. A 3-run inning here and a couple of home runs today. The Lemurs are back to hitting the big fly. One ball, 1 strike. Haynes peers in. Shakes off one time to Corey Bass, and now he'll get ready to throw the pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball swung on, popped up, straight up the chute. Who's going to get this one? Bass is in foul territory, so is the third baseman, Ibarra, and Ibarra is going to make the catch. And that'll be it for the Laredo Lemurs. But they strike, and they strike big. 3 runs come in to score. It's 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. The Lemurs can lock it down here. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs up 4-3.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'd get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
All right, we go to the top of the 9th inning. The Lemurs with the chance to get a win after the 2-run home run by Dennis Phipps in the bottom of the 8th inning puts the Lemurs in the lead. They take a 4-3 lead here, and the man, John Brebria, up on the hill for the Laredo Lemurs. So he's going to try to lock down the save for the Lemurs. And he's going to be facing off against Geraldo Valentin to start things off. So the Lemurs are up by a run. Here's the pitch from Brebria, and that one's a fastball that misses low. So 4 runs on 8 hits for Laredo, 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors today for the Amarillo ThunderHeads. Brebria on the year with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses, a 1.21 ERA through 38 ball games. Those 38 ball games has them sitting in 3rd place in the American Association for appearances. Here's a line drive off the bat of the batter Valentin. It goes into right field for a base hit. So Valentin with his 2nd base hit at the ball game, and Christian Ibarra coming up to the plate. So we'll see if Ibarra tries to lay down a bunt here to move the runner over. Amarillo does not go away easy. They played the Laredo Lemurs very tough.
Now batting is number 13, Christian Ibarra.
Ibarra to the plate. Amarillo and Laredo this year, the Lemurs have 7 wins. Amarillo has 8. So Ibarra at the plate, a runner at first base, and nobody out. Lemurs looking for the double play ball as the fastball is thrown and it misses low. So now Brian Peterson out from behind home plate. He's going to go talk things over with the relief pitcher, John Brebria. Ibarra with a single back in the 2nd. He popped up to the 2nd baseman in the 4th inning and struck out looking in the 6th. So Peterson with a few short words. He's going to head back behind the plate now. Brebria, by the way, has pitched in the last 3 ball games. He pitched in all the games against the Grand Prairie Airhogs. So he's been getting a lot of work in for the Laredo Lemurs as of late. He pitched in 1 game against Amarillo in that series. And the pitch here is swung on line to the left field. Devontre Richardson on the run. He dives head first, and he smothers the ball. It's down on the ground, and that's going to be a base hit. So back-to-back singles to start it off for the Amarillo Thunderheads, and they're in business here in the top of the 9th inning. So now Corey Bass is going to be the batter, and you can just pretty much guarantee that Bass is going to try to lay down a bunt. Good effort out there in left field by Devontre Richardson, coming in trying to dive head first to catch that baseball. And he just came up a little bit short. The ball ended up being smothered by his body. And everybody moves up a bag. So Valentin up to 2nd, Ibarra over there at first base. And now the corners are going to play in for the Laredo Lemurs. Shortstop and 2nd baseman at double play depth. Lemurs are up by a run, top of the 9th inning. Trying to open up the series with a win. Bunt shown, and it's bunted in the air, and it's going to go back and up and over the screen. So it was out of play. No chance for the Lemurs there to grab that one. No balls and a strike. So let's see if Burbia tries to throw another high fastball here and see if we can get Corey Bass to pop up another foul ball, or maybe pop up the ball back to Burbia. No balls and a strike. Nobody out in the inning. Runners at first and second base. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown again, and it's bunted right over to the third baseman. Silverio's looking to second base, and the throw goes into center field. Around third and heading home is Valentin. Going over to third base is Ibarra, and that's going to tie up the ball game. Silverio with a costly error there for the Laredo Lemurs. No balls and a strike. So now Mike Meyer going to come out of the dugout for the Laredo Lemurs. So Valentin comes in to score. Ibarra moves all the way up to third base on the error. And it's going to be an E5. Corey Bass, he ends up at first base. So quick meeting at the mound there, and everyone goes back to where they belong. A 4-4 tie just as soon as the Lemurs take the lead here. The Amarillo ThunderHeads come thundering back, and they tie up the game, and they have a chance to take the lead. Now the home plate umpire says, let's go. Your time for meeting up on the mound is done. So Brian Peterson will head on back behind the plate. Now the first error of the ball game for the Laredo Lemurs. Juan Silverio threw the ball what seemed to go right over the bag, but the shortstop Ty Forney was a little bit off to the right of the bag from where we sit. Here's Jordan Gaida, and a toss over to first base, and back in safely is Corey Bass. So runners at first and third. Ibarra over there at third base. Corey Bass over at first. And the go-ahead runs at third for Amarillo. The pitch is a pitch out. So the Lemurs throwing the pitch out there to try to see if the runner from first was going, Corey Bass. So now the Lemurs are going to have to try to score another run in the bottom of the ninth inning if they can keep it tied right here. There's nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Burbia going for the strikeout with the fastballs here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan Vick is on deck for Amarillo. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again. Gaida going way out of the strike zone that time. He's swinging at pitches at his eyeballs. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lemurs can definitely use a strikeout here. The infielders are playing in for the Laredo Lemurs. And the delivery. Called strike 3. Lemurs get the punch out. Gaida's frozen at the plate. Gaida's having a good night, too, up until that point. He had a couple of base hits in the ball game. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, the Lemurs would love to keep it tied and get themselves back into the dugout with a chance to get the win in the bottom of the ninth inning. Now, Brian Peterson going to call a timeout one more time and go up and talk things over with Burbia, and the rest of the infield's going to come in as well. Remember, Mike Meyer's already been out there, so the Lemurs cannot have anybody come out of the dugout for a talk with John Burbia. That'll end up taking Burbia out of the ball game. You only get two walk-ups to the mound from the dugout, so either the manager or the pitching coach go out there, and if they do it a second time, then Burbia has to come out of the game. So that's why Brian Peterson heads out there and he takes care of business. He's pretty much like having a manager on the field. So Brian Peterson staring into the dugout as he walks back to the plate. Now he's having a little bit of a conversation with Logan Vick. Well, Vick's a troublemaker down there. He gets a lot of base hits, puts the ball in play very well. So the Lemurs will be looking for a double play ball, but Logan Vick also very fast. So it's not going to be easy to turn a double play if they can get it. A 4-4 tie, top of 9. The delivery, swung on and missed. A big hack there by Vick. Vick going for all the marbles on one swing. 11 hits today for Amarillo, 8 hits for the Laredo Lemurs. At third base is Christian Ibarra. Over at first base is Corey Bass. Brebbia works right from the middle of the rubber. He throws home, and it's a changeup. Actually, it's a pitch out. So just making sure that the runner, Corey Bass, isn't taken off again. Now the Amarillo ThunderHeads manager, Bobby Brown, going through a set of signs. Now he's going to relay those signs personally over to the runner at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners at the corners. And Brebbia throws, and that is high for a ball. A good fastball there. Nonetheless, a little bit high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Logan Vick. Logan Vick, the leadoff man. Dexter Kerstad is on deck. Lemurs have struck out 10 Thunderheads today combined. Luis de la Cruz struck out 4 batters all by himself. And that's all he faced was 4 batters. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and tipped in and out of the glove of Brian Peterson. So a foul ball. That'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, wind is turned. It's slightly blowing out to left field right now. That's the normal way here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Earlier tonight, it was kind of swirling around. Really had no idea which way it was going. Some flags were going one way, some flags were going another. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Vick. Open stance for Logan Vick. Peterson sets up inside. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow left field. This one's going to be a tough one. Silverio going out. Richardson coming in. The ball is going to fall foul. It's out of play. Well, that one would have been tough to get to for anybody, even if it was in play. Silverio with his back turned to home plate. Ty Forney with a long run from the shortstop position. And, of course, Devontae Richardson had a long way to go. So another 2-2 pitch coming up to Logan Vick. So Brian Peterson with some more signs for the infield. This inning started with a lot of promise for the Laredo Lemurs to try to lock down a victory. All they can do right now is get out of here with a tie and try to come up in the bottom of the 9th and do some damage. A long hold by Brebbia. Now he deals the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. These are all big pitches coming up here. Lemurs have got to make sure that they keep the game tied. They do not want to go down a run. So Vick steps into the left-handed batter's box, gets himself nice and comfortable. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes, and there it goes, a foul ball. Another foul ball. I've been telling you, Brebbia has been getting a lot of work. He's pitched in 38 games so far this year, and he hasn't had too many bumps in the road, I'll tell you that much. He's been as solid as they come for the Laredo Lemurs. Last time he gave up a run was against this Amarillo club back on August 6th. Lemurs ended up getting a 6-3 win that day, so it wasn't a huge deal. At that point, he gave up a run to Sioux City back on July 17th. Lemurs went on to win that game as well. In fact, Brebbia ended up getting the win that day. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Breaking ball stays high. Now it's going to be a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Well, it'll be interesting to see if Corey Bass goes into motion here from first base. With 2 outs, he automatically goes into motion, but if he goes into motion here and there's a strikeout at the plate, then Brian Peterson has a chance to throw the runner out at second base and get a double play that way. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bass with a short lead at first base, by the way. Doesn't have a very big lead. Maybe he'll just start running once Brebbia starts throwing. Now he creeps out a little bit more. He doesn't go. The pitch is swung on and missed. There's strike 3, so Brebbia humps up and gets the strikeout. And that'll be the 11th strikeout by the Thunderheads tonight. Good pitching here by the Laredo Lemurs. That'll be the 2nd out in the inning. There's Dexter Kerstad coming up Kerstad with a double all the way back in the 3rd inning. He came around to score a run then. A 4-4 tie, top of the 9th inning. Runner still at 1st and 3rd and 2 down. The delivery swung on, popped up behind home plate. Peterson going back. He's at the track. He'll make the basket catch, and that's going to end it. The Lemurs work out of big trouble here. They allow a run to tie up the game, but runners are left stranded at the corners for Amarillo. Huge there, and this will give a chance for the Lemurs to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. We're all tied up at 4 apiece.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo. Hey fans, every Monday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is Margarita Monday. Come on out to the ballpark and cool off with an ice cold margarita for only $2. But please do not drink them too fast. You might get a brain freeze. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS. Check us out at LaredoLemurs.com.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, well, you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
All right, another familiar face gets on the mound for the Amarillo ThunderHeads. His name is Tyler Pearson, another former Lemur. Tyler Pearson was with the Lemurs for the last 2 seasons. In fact, he was one of the All-Stars for the Laredo Lemurs last year. We got a tied game. We're knotted up at 4 apiece here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And into the batter's box goes Juan Silverio. Silverio will see a fastball, and it's a little bit high. So 4 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors for Amarillo. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. And Tyler Pearson, from the stretch, throws home, and that one is outside for a ball. While Tyler was with the Laredo Lemurs, he worked as a starter and a reliever. So we saw him do a little bit of both. So like I said, he was an all-star last year. He put up a 7-8 record with a 4.28 ERA. He made 14 starts and 29 total appearances last season. The pitch, a fastball on the inside corner. Last year, he struck out 97 batters in 101 innings. This is his 9th professional season for the 30-year-old Pearson, who enters the 2015 season with a record of 32 wins and 27 losses. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and a nasty changeup there. That's going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pearson enters the season Here in 2015 with 394 career strikeouts. He was traded to Amarillo from Sioux Falls on August 8th. The next pitch is low. That was August 8th to complete the June 29th trade between the two clubs. So Pearson coming down and pitching in Amarillo. He said he was happy to be here today. I was kind of surprised to see him in the clubhouse. He was just here with Sioux Falls. And I talked to him a lot then and said, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and fouled back. So I walk into the Amarillo clubhouse today to get the lineups for tonight's ball game, and I see Mark Haynes sitting there and say hi to Mark Haynes, and then Tyler Pearson turns his head around, and I was like, wait a minute. Have I just jumped into a time machine here? 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and tipped foul again. That one just in and out of the glove of the catcher one more time. We're knotted up at 4 apiece. Bottom of the 9th inning, Lemurs with a chance to walk this one off. Juan Silverio with a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. So he was the lone run for the Lemurs for a while. Lemurs did not score again into the 8th until that's when they put up 3 runs to tie it up at 4. The 3-2 pitch swung on and hit foul. Hit in the air, but hit very foul. So Silverio way too far out in front of that one. Silverio all the way in the very back of the batter's box. Pearson bent at the waist. He gets the sign. Pearson throws a nasty changeup, so Silverio's got to watch out for that. Here's the pitch, and that's a fastball that's up. So that's going to be a walk. So a leadoff walk for the Lemurs, and now Ty Forney coming up to the plate. Ty Forney, 0 for 3 in the ball game. And we'll probably see him try to lay down a bunt. 4-4 tie here at Uni-Trade Stadium. First game of a 3-game set between these two clubs, and it's been a dandy so far. The pitch. Forney shows bunt and pulls back and watches the ball miss low. So 1 ball and no strikes. Pearson earlier this year when he was with the Canaries, he posted a record of 3 wins and 3 losses. He had a 6.34 ERA. He throws here. He actually throws behind Forney. Forney has to dance out of the way of the pitch. And now Forney's looking at a 2-0 pitch coming up. Pearson goes back and grabs the rosin bag, and he gets back up on top of the hill. Tyler Pearson from Ukiah, California, not too far away from where I live in the Sacramento area. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Bunted in the air. Pearson will dive for the ball. The ball falls to the ground. Forney's running up to the first baseline. The ball is on 1 hop over to first base, and it's in time to get the out. Wow. Nice effort there by Pearson to try to come up with a big catch with Silverio moving on the bunt attempt. Forney's out on the 1-4 put out in the sacrifice. And now Brian Peterson coming up to the plate for the Lemurs. So the winning run out at second base for Laredo. And the veteran Brian Peterson coming up to the plate. Well, Juan Silverio not with a whole lot of speed. He's got average speed, I guess you'd say. Or I guess I would say for that matter. Since I'm the one saying it, I guess I'm the one that'll say it. He's got average speed. He's not a barn burner out there by any means. But he's got a pretty good lead off of second base right now. Here's the pitch to Peterson. Peterson sees a breaking ball miss low and outside. These two have been teammates in the past. Brian Peterson and Tyler Pearson. Peterson might have a little bit of an advantage here, knowing what Pearson might throw in these situations. Of course, Peterson with an advantage all the time due to being a catcher. He kind of thinks along with what's going on behind the plate with the catcher right now. 1 ball and no strikes to Peterson. The pitch. Changeup swung on and missed. Well, that pitch is nasty by Tyler Pearson. We see it. We saw it do a lot of damage over the last couple of years. Yeah, it was weird. He was in the Pearson was in the starting rotation when he was with the Sioux Falls Canaries, so we didn't see him. He actually went up to Grand Prairie and pitched the next day after the series got over here. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit high in the air into shallow left field. Logan Vicks coming in, and the ball is going to get out of play. So Brian Peterson will see another pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So new baseball is going to be put into play for Tyler Pearson. Yep, old Laredo Lemurs scattered throughout the American Association. It's like that pretty much on every team. You got cast-offs from every single club. Guys that have played one place or another around the AA or sometimes in the Atlantic League. And have all come here to play and try to win a championship. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Peterson, the KG vet, trying to come up with a big hit. The delivery, fastball is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pearson goes back, just taps the rosin bag with his fingers. And he's still doing that thing where he always puts his hand into a forkball grip. And he'll change it up once he goes into the glove. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. That one is a check swing by Peterson, and the ball goes pounded off the home plate area and goes over into foul territory. So the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Important situation here for the Laredo Lemurs. The winning run is at second base. The Lemurs had the lead going into the top of the 9th. They were up 4-3 due to a 2-run home run by Dennis Phipps, and earlier in the inning, Ty Morrison coming in to score on a double by Kevin Taylor. And the Lemurs saw John Brebbia give up a run in the 9th inning. A very rare occasion there for John Brebbia. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's a changeup that's in the dirt. Heading over to third base is Silverio. He slides in and he's safe. A late jump there by Silverio with the ball getting away from Bass. And with 1 out, the Lemurs have a runner at third. That'll be a wild pitch for Silverio to head up to third base. So now the infield's going to play in, but all Brian Peterson has to do is hit one into the outfield. Now the outfield's going to play shallow, so he has to hit it deep enough in the outfield for Silverio to score. Here comes the 3-2 delivery, and it is low and outside, ball 4. Actually not a horrible move there by Tyler Pearson, and that sets up a double play for the Amarillo Thunderheads. Here comes Ty Morrison. Well, Morrison with really good bat control. It's going to be interesting to watch him come up to the plate in this situation. All knotted up at 4 apiece, and now a meeting at the mound. So the Lemurs are looking for the walk-off victory here. Now Bobby Brown's going to come out of the dugout. So let's see if we have some time to get you some scores from around the American Association and bring you up to date on what has gone on in the rest of the league today. Kansas City wins. They win 7-6 over the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Gary's up 4-2 over Fargo. They're in the top of the 12th inning, so they've gone to extras. Sioux City, they're up 8-3 over St. Paul. Sioux City looking to make it 14 games in a row that they've won. So if they win that one, it'll be 14 straight for them. Bottom of the 8th inning, Rockland 4, Joplin 3. Winnipeg beats Sioux Falls today 3-2, and Wichita wins their game 7-5 over Grand Prairie. So we had enough time to get in some scores. Runners at the corners here for Laredo. A 4-4 tie. And into the batter's box is the top of the order, Ty Morrison. Here's the pitch. Morrison shows bunt and pulls back and watches it hit the outside corner for a strike. Lemurs 4, Thunderheads 4. Pearson bent at the waist. He holds the ball behind his back. He gets the sign. The hold, the pitch. Bunted in the air and diving for it's Pearson. Pearson catches it. Running back to third base is Silverio. The tag is not in time. Silverio is going to be there safely as the third baseman Ibarra was not on the bag. All he had to do was touch the bag with his foot. Now here comes Bobby Brown out of the dugout. He's going to go over and talk to the third base umpire, Mike Jarbo. So another bunt popped up into the air, and Ty Morrison can't get the bunt down. Tyler Pearson coming off the mound with a long head dive to try to come up with the catch, and he came up huge for his team right there. Now the umpires are going to get together, and they have the same call. Bobby Brown asking to have the umpires come together and make the call on Silverio. There was a swipe tag by the third baseman, Ibarra. on Silverio, and the third base umpire really kind of blocked by the third baseman himself. So I can see why they would want to ask the home plate umpire in that situation, but the umpire says he was safe. And really a tip of the cap there for Tyler Pearson to come off of the mound, make a dive headlong to come up with that bunt. And he was able to make the catch. Remember, we saw that earlier in the inning when Ty Forney laid down a bunt. That time, Tyler Pearson could not come up with it. So a bunch of ties going on. Ty Forney, Ty Pearson, and Tyler Morrison. So here's Valdez trying to come up with a big hit. 2 outs in the inning and runners at the corners, and Valdez is spun off of the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. A 4-4 tie. We got a dandy on our hands now. So the Lemurs trying to keep it from going extra innings. The Amarillo Thunderheads trying to go extra innings. The 1-0 pitch. Changeup misses inside. It's almost as if you want to sit on changeup with Tyler Pearson, but he does have a decent fastball. But you know those changeups are coming. A 2-0 count to Valdez. The guy on deck is Kevin Taylor. He's been hot today. He's got 2 hits. The 2-0 throw. Changeup. Called a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. And now Silverio sleeping, a toss over to third base, and back in safely is Silverio. Wow. Pearson off of the mound. Ibarra sneaking in behind Silverio. Silverio was kind of just looking off into the yonder. And all of a sudden a toss came over his way, had to dive back in head first. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. It bounces out in front of the home plate area. Bass has it. That's going to make it a 2-2 count. Tied up at 4 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jeudy Valdez. Jeudy looking for his first hit in the game. He's 0 for 4. He struck out twice, and he lined out in his last at bat to left field. So he hit the ball pretty well, but the left fielder didn't have to move a whole lot to make the catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jeudy Valdez even with the plate. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Another changeup there from Pearson, and Valdez sticking on it. He had to really shorten up his swing there. So he had to take a lot of swing out to make sure he got a piece of that ball. You know, if Kevin Taylor can get up to the plate, the Lemurs would like that, but Jeudy Valdez with a big opportunity right here. 2 balls and 2 strikes again. Pearson from the stretch delivers in the dirt, blocked by Bass. And now it's a 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Peterson will be on the move, even though his run doesn't mean a whole lot. It's the run at third base that means everything right now. That's the winning run. Peterson's run, even if he came around to score, really wouldn't count unless it was a home run. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. So Kevin Taylor is going to come up to the plate. And the bases are going to be loaded. All 3 runners on the base paths right now have gotten there via the walk. So Pearson has worked himself into trouble here with the walk. Silverio walked. Then Ty Forney laid down a sac bunt to advance Silverio to second. Brian Peterson walked. And that puts runners at the corners. Of course, Silverio advanced to third on a wild pitch. So here's Taylor. The delivery. He takes high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Pearson has nowhere to put anybody, and Kevin Taylor with a really good eye. He's currently 3rd in the league in walks, so he can definitely be patient up there. And I wouldn't doubt if he takes a strike here. The 1-0. High and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So now Kevin Taylor's in the driver's seat. He does not have to take the next pitch by any means. And Pearson has to come across the plate. Silverio is at third. Peterson's at second. Valdez over at first base. But like I said, Silverio is the only one that counts right now for the Laredo Lemurs. Here's the 2-0. A changeup. That hits the outside corner for a strike. Making it 2 balls and 1 strike. So now Taylor's got to be ready to go. No more messing around down there. He's got to be ready to hit the next pitch. 11 hits for Amarillo, 8 hits tonight for the Lemurs, but the important one is a 4-4 tie. Pearson sets. He throws. Swung on and popped up into shallow left field. And is this one even going to be playable? No, it's going to curve out of play. So it's going to be a 2-2 count now to Kevin Taylor. So Pearson gets a new baseball from the home plate umpire. Everybody's going to retreat back to their bags. And Corey Bass talking things over with Pearson. Maybe they have a few ideas on how they want to handle this. Well, Taylor's got to be ready for either the fastball or the changeup. I guess you got to be geared up for the fastball and adjust to the changeup if it comes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A big pitch coming up right here. Bases loaded, a 4-4 tie. The delivery, swung in a liner into left center field. It's a base hit. The Lemurs are going to win the ball game as Juan Silverio crosses the plate. Lemurs with a walk-off victory, and they're all going to mob Kevin Taylor out in short right field. Wow, a big win here tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. A come-from-behind victory. They were down until the 8th inning when they scored 3 runs, and then they come up and score a run here in the bottom of the 9th to get the walk-off win. We'll take a timeout, come back with some more baseball for you. The post-game show is right around the corner. Lemurs win today, 5-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. The Laredo Lemurs post-game show is coming your way next.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank.
The Lemurs went 5-4. A walk-up hit by this guy, Kevin Taylor. Kevin, talk to us about that walk-up hit. Feels good. You know, got to work it out, got to get your pitch hit, and let them know the place again. Talk about that second run that Elby got back in the 8th inning. Was it easy kind of facing a former teammate and knowing what's coming? Yeah, it's tough. You know, you got me when we were in Amarillo, and that's facing again, get a little bit. And finally, when the game was tied in the 9th inning, what were you guys saying to the dugouts to pump each other up? Who was the most vocal leader? Everybody, really. Everybody was, everybody had faith in each other, and we were doing a good job. Thanks so much, KT. Lemurs win 5-4, and 4 bell hangs down. Neil Dwyer on the postgame show field.
Guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo. Hey fans, every Monday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is Margarita Monday. Come on out to the ballpark and cool off with an ice-cold margarita for only $2. But please do not drink them too fast. You might get a brain freeze. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS. Check us out at LaredoLemurs.com.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarrias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.
No, not join us next time. Stay right now. Go ahead. We'll do the post-game show. I hit the wrong button, apparently. So let's go ahead and start the post-game show for you as the Laredo Lemurs pull off a great victory here tonight over the Amarillo ThunderHeads. They come from behind and get the win here this evening. So here's your line score. The Lemurs pick up 5 runs on 9 hits. They made 1 error tonight. Amarillo had 4 runs on 11 hits. They had 2 errors in the ball game. John Brebbia picks up the win for the Laredo Lemurs. I'm sure he'd much rather have the save in the ball game, but nonetheless, the Lemurs do get the victory. And the loss goes to Tyler Pearson, the former Laredo Lemur player. So let's go over how everyone scored in the ball game as the Amarillo Thunderheads started things off in the first inning. A solo home run with 2 outs by Juan Martinez got the scoring going in the ball game here tonight. And then Amarillo would come right back in the second inning. They'd grab another run with 1 out. Geraldo Valentin would reach on a single, and then a single by Christian Ibarra. And then Corey Bass would reach on a fielder's choice, erasing Ibarra over at second base. So that would put Valentin over at third. Then Jordan Guida would come up to the plate. He would single. That would drive in Valentin. It would be a 2-0 lead for the Thunderheads at the time. Well, we'd go into the bottom of the second inning, and with 2 outs, the Laredo Lemurs batter Juan Silverio would come up to the plate, and he did a solo home run over the left field wall to make it a 2-1 ball game in favor of Amarillo. Well, Amarillo would score again in the top of the third. Dexter Kerstad ended up picking up a double to start off the frame, and then Juan Martinez picked up a single. He would drive in Kerstad, and that would make it 3-1 in favor of the Thunderheads. And then we'd wait all the way until the 8th inning for the Laredo Lemurs to strike and tie up the ball game. Actually, ended up taking the lead. Ty Morrison started off the inning with a walk, and then Jehudi Valdez lined out to left field. Kevin Taylor then came up to the plate. He doubled all the way into the right center field gap, and that allowed Ty Morrison to score all the way from first base. Taylor ended up with a double, and that was an RBI for Taylor, so the Lemurs at the time were down by a run. Well, with Taylor at second base, Dennis Phipps came up to the plate. He had a long drive out to left center field. It was a home run that cleared the fence pretty easily out there in left center, and the Lemurs had a lead at the time. It was 4-3. So then we would go into the top of the 9th inning. John Brebbia would come out of the bullpen, and he would try to get the save for the Laredo Lemurs. He would face off against Geraldo Valentin. Valentin would single. Then Christian Ibarra would come up. He would pick up a single. That put runners at first and second base. Corey Bass would come up. He would hit into a fielder's choice, And Silverio would grab the ball in the short grass at third base after the bunt attempt. Well, Silverio, looking at second base, decided to throw there to get the out instead of getting the sure out at first. Well, the ball was overthrown, and it ends up in right center field. That allows the run to come in to score. It tied up the ball game. And with runners at first and third, John Brebbia really had to do some fancy footwork to get out of the inning to not allow any more runs. So Brebbia went on to strike out Gaida. He struck out Logan Vick, and then he got Dexter Kerstad to pop out to the catcher. So the next three batters all got out. So Brebbia really did a nice job of bearing down there after he worked himself into trouble and allowed the tying run to come in to score. So the Lemurs would come up in the bottom of the ninth inning, and Tyler Pearson, an old friend here in Laredo, would walk Juan Silverio. Ty Forney would lay down a sac bunt to send Silverio up to second base. Brian Peterson would walk. That would put runners at first and second. Actually, after a wild pitch during Peterson's at bat, Silverio would be at third. So Peterson would be at first. Silverio would be at third base. Ty Morrison would come up. He would try to lay down a bunt. He popped it up. Tyler Pearson, running off of the mound, dove head first, came up with the catch, and almost threw up and got the ball. He got up. He threw the ball over to third base and almost got Silverio out as well. So a close play at third base there for the Laredo Lemurs, and they're wiping their brow after that one. So the Lemurs had Peterson over at first base, and they had Silverio at third with the bases loaded. J. Woody Valdez walks, and that loads the bases. Did I say the bases loaded before? With runners at first and third, J. Woody Valdez is at the plate. He walks. That loads the bases. Kevin Taylor then comes up to the plate. He hits a line drive into left center field gap, his third hit of the night. He comes up huge, drives in Juan Silverio, and the Lemurs go on and get the 5-4 win tonight. Nicely done there by Laredo. I think I got it all in, and that was a mouthful for sure. So after the victory, the Lemurs moved to 40 wins on the season. They're now 40-35 on the year. Amarillo moves to 32-43 on the season. And we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the American Association scoreboard for you and let you know how everything broke down in the league here tonight. And then we'll take a look at the standings and see if everything's done. As Kansas City beats Lincoln tonight 7-6. Gary and Fargo still going at it. They're tied up at 4 apiece in the bottom of the 12th. That game really doesn't concern the Lemurs too much. Winnipeg 3, Sioux Falls 2. That's a final. And Sioux City, they continue their winning ways. They have now won 14 games in a row with their victory here tonight. They beat a very tough St. Paul Saints team, so that win definitely legit for Sioux City as they now won 14 in a row. Rockland beats Joplin, so the Lemurs are able to gain a game on the Joplin Blasters in the South Division. But the Wichita Wingnuts, they stand strong. They win 7-5. So Rockland beats Joplin 4-3, Wichita 7-5 over Grand Prairie. You know the score here, Lemurs 5, Amarillo 4. And we'll take a look at the standings and go ahead and call it a night here from Uni-Trade Stadium. With the Laredo Lemurs victory here tonight, they're 4 games back behind the Wichita Wingnuts. That's where they were when they started the day, so they'll stay the same place, but they are now a game closer to the Joplin Blasters. So the Lemurs 4 games out, the Blasters are 2 games out, and the Wichita Wingnuts are leading the way in the South Division at 44-31. The Kansas City T-Bones, they are right in there in the wild card race ahead of the Laredo Lemurs right now, because the Laredo Lemurs have 35 losses and the Kansas City T-Bones have 32. So Joplin's in the wild card lead as things sit right now in the American Association. So that's going to wrap things up from here. For Neil Dwyer, my name is Bill Harrington. The Lemurs get the walk-off win tonight here in the bottom of the 9th inning with a 5-4 victory. Thank you so much for joining us, and once again, we'll play this out, and this time it will be correct. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. 7:15 for the pregame show, 7:30 for the first pitch.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice, Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.